Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good whatever time of day it is for you, good day. Welcome to the Sunday stream, and it's been a while since we had a stream, but today we are joined with Cranky Pants, Caramel Cactus,
Hi, everybody.
follower Caramel Cactus, Mystic Rin,
Hello.
follower at Mystic Rin Art, and Sorelia.
Yes.
Hey.
We are continuing our Curse of Strahd campaign. It's been a few weeks since we played Curse of Strahd. I know I'm looking forward to it. I've been really wanting to play Sullivan. And
This is
Caramel.
gonna be interesting.
Oh yeah, Caramel's of course is our dungeon master, and Sorelia has a new character for us. So, Caramel, I'll let you take it away.
All right, everybody. It's been a while, so just a quick recap. Last time we left off, everyone was in the Death House. Turns out this was a sentient house that was taken over by a cabal of cultists who were worshipping the devil Stradh himself. Stradh himself wasn't too keen on it, but he was content enough to see who could enter the house and best its challenges. That happened to be you. Amused with your progress, Stradh has decided to pay you a visit, and except for one of you seemed to be quite impressed. The other one shall not be named. Did not exactly find favor with Stradh, but he decided to let you go on your way for reasons known only to himself.
I'm feeling like I'm being called out here.
No, I said nothing about you, sir.
Yeah, but it was implied.
Implied, that's just words.
I was getting
So-
dragon flashbacks of that scene, I'm just saying.
It
Yeah.
was a really fun scene. But unfortunately, 3 of our members did not survive. 2 of them, both of them your healers, got greedy and died, as well as, I want to say the tank? Question mark? Either way, Sorelia's character predictably got killed and will not be joining us for the rest of the journey.
And I'm back.
However, you now find yourselves in a tavern, the Blood of the Vine Tavern, as is stereotypical of all D&D adventures, upon which you come across a young man named Ismark the Lesser. Ismark seems to trust you and is in quite need of finding his sister and escorting her safely out of town. You've agreed to help him on this journey, and in return, he's agreed to find you a guide. He's also paid for your in-room keep for the night, as well as all the drinks you can drink. When last we left, Ismark sent you up to your rooms to sleep and went off to find you a guide. It is now morning, you have awoken, and you are traveling down to the tavern keep itself.
Does that
What
mean
will
they're
happen
fully
from
healed?
here on now? Oh, you're fully healed. Everything's fully healed.
Okay, let me just add that real.
Additionally, all our characters are now level 3. So it's a fresh day in Barovia. You are now down in the Tavern of the Blood of the Vine. And
I
let's
did
move
not
over there.
add my Oops. I still have to.
Yeah, I
look for
literally just
hits.
added the new spells that I had a little bit ago. I'm like, oh yeah, I actually have to pick a circle and add like 2 level 2 spells. I'm like,
Yeah,
Don't
what
worry.
was the hit point thingy for level 3 again? Because I totally forgot to do that.
what is your class?
I am a ranger.
You roll a d10.
And
1d10?
And I will
One-
allow you to re-roll it once if you're not happy.
1d10 plus your constitution, if I'm correct.
6.
So it's an 8.
That's pretty good.
1, 2, 3, 4,
That's very,
5,
very good.
6,
To be honest, that
7,
is the
8.
exact same if you would just grab the base stat.
No, the
Oh,
base
right.
stat
Oh, that's
would.
cool.
Yeah, no, you're right.
It
Base
is
stat is
an
6.
1d10 or 6.
I don't know, for some reason I was thinking
Alright.
5. Like, nope, that's sort of d8s.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I
wait.
grabbed the base, so I got an extra 7.
Hey, that works.
That's why I ask if I already rolled for it. I don't want to
remember-
have too much hit points.
I granted you all level 3 after you left last time, Cranky, so I don't remember if we talked about it. But either way, it's not too big of a deal. Alright, is everyone ready?
Yeah.
And do you see the tavern scene?
Yes,
I do.
I just got a quick
Perfect.
question for Rin. Rin, did you already pick your archetype?
I'm just looking at that right now, actually. I was so confused.
Yeah, I also had to go through all the circles of the druid, and I'm like, oh.
It's like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, I think that druids have the most like archetypes there are.
My guy never
Um,
made it far enough to actually see, so I will take your word for it.
See, druids
Okay,
have a
I'll
lot
be
of.
right back. I'm just gonna grab the book real quick. Because I need
Sure
to...
thing.
I think like clerics,
Druids.
wizards, and druids have a ton.
Mhm.
Because a wizard has an archetype for every school of magic, and then they have extra
Mhm.
ones after that.
Yeah,
Clerics
meanwhile,
have one for
druids
every
have.
domain.
Yeah, druids have. Let me see. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm already seeing 11.
My
And
goodness, screw that.
let's see. We have the Thing of the Land, which has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. On top of the one previously.
Damn.
Yeah, the druids have a lot. It's 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 fucking ridiculous to be honest.
Oh, this is why we should play clerics. It's clearly the best class.
Ah,
Or DM, so you don't have to worry about any of it. Oh wait, no, you have to worry about everything else. Never mind.
you have to worry about everything.
I hope I haven't. Oh, actually, there we go. I should get the music started. Oh, amateur hour. Where the hell is it? Let's
92.
see.
Okay. 92.
Okay, so Rin,
Yeah.
like depending on how simple or how complicated you want your ranger subclass, the two easiest ones to go through is just the hunter and the monster slayer.
Yeah. Let's see, 92. There are just two of them.
If you're looking at your player's handbook, so you know, those all changed. Because the ranger used to be really terrible, so it got updated online, and so you got to go online to find all the updates.
I can
Okay.
send you a link for the archetypes.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
Yeah, the Beastmaster used to be terrible,
Mhm.
but they made it, you know, at least playable now.
That's because they don't only get cats. If they only get cats, they're good.
No, the reason they were
Every other
terrible
animal's inferior.
was during combat, the ranger had to choose whether they would attack or their animal will attack.
Okay, so I have to pick a feature. Where do I put those? Skills?
Because what's that called archetype? It's called subclass. No wonder I cannot probably find it. Ranger archetypes.
See, the hunter, you gain one of the following: Colossal Slayer. You do extra damage with weapon attacks to creatures. Let's see, your tenacity, whatever. When you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you deal an extra 1d8 points of damage. If it's below its max hit points, and do extra damage only once this turn. Okay. Giant Slayer. When you're facing off against a large or larger creature within 5 feet of you, and if they hit or miss you with an attack, you can use your reaction to attack the creature immediately after its attack. Then there's the Horde Breaker. Once on each of your turns, you can make a weapon attack. You can make another attack with the same weapon against a different creature that is within 5 feet of you. So those are your three options when you pick the hunter.
Yeah. Where do I put this, though? Class?
Let's see, normally... Yeah, I'll put it underneath like class features and stuff. And other class abilities.
Hunter. I'm gonna pick Hunter because... Yeah, Hunter. What does it mean when the creature takes an extra 1d8 damage if it's below its hit point maximum?
So, like, if a monster has like 60 hit points max, but if it's down to 59 hit points instead of 60, you deal that extra damage. So,
So
as
if...
long as it's not at max hit points, you do that damage.
Oh, okay. I think I'm gonna pick that one.
Alrighty, we all good?
Yeah.
I am ready.
Alright, perfect. Cranky,
Let's...
you ready?
Yeah.
Excellent. Alright,
Yes,
so...
bring me that.
Oh, because you were talking about druid circles, and I want to make sure everyone was good with spells and everything before we continued.
Oh yeah, I did everything with like the spells that I have gotten because of the circle and such.
Okay, and
Alright,
Ren,
perfect.
Ren, I'm gonna DM you Primal Awareness, so you can
Yeah.
just copy and paste that into your sheet. This is something else you get at
Thanks.
level 3.
Alright, so it's now morning. Can't really tell too much difference between morning and night in Barovia due to the heavy fog and constant mists. However, you do know it's slightly less cold outside. You travel down the stairs and find yourselves down in the inn, Blood of the Vine Tavern. Sitting at a table in the corner where he was yesterday is Ismark, with a warm smile on his face, beckoning you to sit with him. Behind the bar sits Arlik, the innkeep. A passionless expression on his face, he mindlessly dusts glasses and, after he's finished, heads back to the first one again to start over. The only other patrons in the tavern are, as yesterday, 3 Vistani women sitting in a corner chatting quietly to each other. However, sitting with them is another Vistani, a man dressed in colorful rags. He stares at you with interest. As you sit down at the table, Ismark greets you good morning. Hello, heroes. I trust that your sleep was restful.
Well, given what we've been through the past few nights, it's been consistent at least.
Consistent is good, and a rarity in these parts.
Oh, me, the player, speaking. I just want to remind the party, the conversation we had with Bismarck last time. Is Bismarck wants us to sneak some woman out, what's her name again?
Irina.
Irina. To, hold up, I got it somewhere in my notes.
Oh, he'll remind you of it, don't worry.
Ismark the Lesser, brother, blah blah blah. Well, he wants us to take Irina to a certain town, and we're talking up plans on how we're going to do it without Stradh noticing. I know Fossil was at the bar getting drunk at the time, but Rat was sitting with me.
I was with you. Yes, I was.
So just trying to
I was-
remind us, like, well, what our goal is right now.
Absolutely. So, does your character ask Ismark that?
Now, if you've mentioned that you have, that your associate is in a mansion, that we have to go meet her.
That's correct. My sister, Irina, seems to have drawn the attention of Stradh himself, and it's my goal to see her safe. We must get her out of this village, but we cannot let people know she is leaving. To that end, I've hired you a guide to help us. Your name, sir, as he gestures to you, Sor.
Hello, my name is Museta Kamatao. It is a pleasure to meet you guys.
I'm sorry, Sorella, you said Mizeta Godentaro?
Museta Kamatao.
Why do you pick these names, Sor?
Mizeta Gamentao.
Can you please type it out, because I'm not gonna remember that, I already know that. It looks like somebody slammed their head into the keyboard and just rolled around.
Ismark steps in, he sees the visible confusion on your face. Mazetta here is also of the Vistani. He knows all the bends and curves of this land, and I am confident he'll take us safely to where we need to go.
Well, welcome to the group, Mizeta.
Also just goes to the bar and asks the bartender if he has cheese.
Arlick slams down a hunk of cheese without even
Oh.
looking at you.
Oh, I just... Is it like an entire wheel of cheese or something?
It is if you want it to be.
I grab the
keep
wheel of
asking.
cheese and I just sit back and just start numbing at it.
Arlick passionlessly stares ahead as if nothing happened. He continues cleaning the glasses.
Yeah.
As all,
Cheese.
all bartenders ever do.
Yeah.
That's just their idle state. They just pull out a glass and start wiping it out.
Ismark stares at Fossil eating the cheese and sort of rolls his eyes and glances at his pocket. Oh, this is a most expensive venture, but shall be with it, I suppose. Adventurers, do you have everything you need? Shall we proceed?
I believe we are
I
ready to
tell him
go.
I need to pay for the cheese.
Don't worry, that is taken care of.
Sure.
Ah, excuse me, where are my manners? I should provide you each with one of these. Our town is not large, but it will be beneficial to you to have this. Ismark passes each of you a map of the village of Barovia. And I am going to put you there now.
Can I just slide the dude that's with us just 5 gold for the cheese?
Arlick or Ismark?
The one that's basically paying constantly for everything.
Ismark.
Yeah.
Ismark gratefully accepts the gold.
Mm.
Thank
I
you,
keep
sir.
continue just numbing on the wheel of cheese.
Alright, so you are now looking at the map of the village of Barovia. You would know that you are here. Second.
Oh, okay.
The Blood of the Vine Tavern.
The big house up front. Okay.
Wait, where's the
Ismark
town?
comments, he's like, I'm afraid there's not much in the way of wares or supplies in this town. It's been rather unoccupied for quite some time. However, across the street is a mercantile shop which you may attempt
Wait,
to buy things from.
Carmel, do I have
What is
permission
this?
to draw on the map with little names so that we know where is what?
You do. Thank you for
Where is
asking.
tavern?
Right here.
So... Oh. It is literally so like we know where we are.
Yep, don't worry, I'll
It's
remind
a
you.
very bad written boy. Oh, I apologize. Like,
What is this though?
You did that. You would know is the mansion from which Ismark wants you to go.
yeah, it's probably
Okay.
different color.
Out on
Let's
the
go.
map. Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. The mansion. Dang it, sorry. This is the mansion down here. Second.
Oh,
Was
okay.
this? You ask about it. This is the church and burial grounds.
Ah, I was figured.
I can literally just
Wait,
type.
Coco? I mean, don't you need holy water? Maybe you can loot the church for some.
I also need to pay respects to our fallen comrade.
Church.
Are the holy grounds consecrated here?
Yes, consecrated is a word you could use to describe them.
Okay. Campbell, what else were things that you just said?
This is the merchant shop.
Okay. Merchant. Good enough.
And
no,
then
not like
this is the mansion.
Yep.
And then this is the church. Those are the
already
big
have,
ones
like-
for now.
Okay, so that at least know like where's what, because I'm pretty sure we're gonna forget this.
Absolutely, don't worry. I've got all this written down too.
Yeah, I know you're like against drawing on the map. So
Only
like,
trollishly. Like, this is totally fine. I do
can
not
you maybe
mind that.
remove the letters I drawn so that I can actually just type tavern on
Sure
it?
thing. There we go.
Oh, everything's gone. Fuck.
Take it.
Don't worry. Search.
So while Fossil studies the map studiously, Ismark looks to the store across the street and says, I do not know how much luck you'll have procuring items from this gentleman. However, if you wish to get anything before your adventure, this would be your best spot to do so.
Jeez.
Yes, I believe that will be for the best. Rat, And Sullivan's going to reach into his bag and take out the carnelian, the 3 agates. Let's see. The ivory, hair, pretty much everything that's this merchant fodder. It's like, I'll go ahead and give you the list in a minute. Red, how about you go and sell these items to get their worth. I'll head over to the church and put our friend, our fallen comrade, to rest.
Hey, kitty cat, I will do that for you. And he just takes it and he leaves because he's been drinking it. Yeah.
All right.
Also, just walks
Ismark
straight
hears
to
you
the
talk
merchant.
about the church and says, I believe that you will not find that church as accommodating as you would hope. We may try later, however, it is of the utmost importance that we get to my sister as fast as possible.
Apostle just walks into the merchant, still numbing on the cheese. I
What do
don't
you
know how
know?
big this wheel is. I don't know how big this wheel is, so
Ismark asks, he says, I shall go and attempt to talk to the priest and see if you may provide rights. I will meet you at the mansion after you are finished at the store. Is that agreeable to you, champions?
Yes, I find that agreeable.
Yeah.
Wish me luck.
Radish.
Okay.
Our priest is rather addled, some might say, as he tips his
Aren't they
hat
all?
and walks up to the church.
Okay, so do I have to haggle to get my money's worth, or
So you are all agreeing to go to the merchant?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? My character is following. He is the guide after all.
Alrighty, let me move you there then. Boop. You enter the store. You see in cheap, shoddily painted sign words that say Bildrith's Mercantile. Inside the store you find absolutely no customers, but a shockingly clean and sturdy environment. The gentleman behind the counter, Bildrith himself, stares at you, bored. What is it you want? He says as you enter the door.
I immediately walk up to him and I deliver an introduction letter from my guild.
Bildrith looks at it and seems unimpressed. Never heard of him before.
I also basically just dump 50 gold pieces on the table. I'm here to do business.
Well, let's see what you can afford, stranger. What is it you're looking for?
What are you selling?
So basically, like, this is the part that I wasn't prepared for. Bildrith is willing to sell you anything from the adventurers table that's worth less than 20 gold.
The adventurers table?
I'm looking for that now. I wanted to have that ready for today, but I didn't, so shit. Let's see.
Table. I'm just googling it. Adventurers table. A randomized adventurers plot table. No.
Gear
The
table.
fuck?
Do you mean the equipment and item list?
Yes, sorry, what did I say?
Oh.
My bad. Yep, equipment and
You
item
said the
list.
adventurers table.
Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm juggling a whole lot, and I'm just like, oh fuck, I wasn't ready.
Equipment and item list.
So if it's less than 20 gold, he has it.
Parallel.
Mm-hmm.
While he is, well, she is haggling and buying stuff, I will investigate the place.
Go for it. What do you wish to find, or wish to do?
See if I can find anything of value.
You see plenty of value, however, everything that isn't nailed down is behind the counter, carefully guarded by Bildrith.
Huh.
can I trade all the items that Coco gave me for money?
You put the items on the table, and Bildrith wordlessly gives you their worth.
Okay, I hand the money back to Coco.
Alright. Sullivan
I'm
begins to
quickly
divide it.
looking-
Interesting.
Sullivan will give Fossil, because we're going to get 205 gold pieces for this, if my math is right. Pretty sure it's right.
Mm-hmm.
So he gives 68 gold pieces to Fossil. Sullivan keeps 68 for himself. And he gives 69 gold pieces to Rat. And just under his breath, he just says, "Kickity." Did you just snort?
Yeah. When Ren is laughing out of nowhere, she can snort. That is just a thing
I
she
can
does.
snort them. I don't do it often, but it happens sometimes. But yeah, I wrote it down. Thank you.
I'm just still looking through the list. And what I actually might need for spells. If they're in there.
Yes.
So, Caramel, can I check what is behind the counter?
You can try. Give
And that
me
would-
a give me an athletics check.
Athletics.
Because you're trying. Actually, no. Yeah, because you're trying to sneak past there. I would.
Well, that'll be a stealth.
No, that you're right. Stealth.
Or
Also,
if,
Stealth check.
if he's just looking, now it's how are you?
This is Star we're talking about. We know he's trying to get back there.
Well,
Also,
stealth check it
Caramel,
is then.
Bildrith notices you approaching the counter and sidles over to your location. What is it you're looking for, Vistani? He says, with a curse on his lips.
Oh, I am just looking to see what kind of interesting stuff you have. As you have quite some unique stuff behind your counter.
Methinks that you're trying to make a 5-finger discount. Get back!
I basically
Alright,
scrape all
alright.
the gold back to me and I ask, like, do you have a bag of sand?
Bag of sand.
A little bag of sand, it is on the list. It's on a
Bag
utility.
Sand.
It does not say value. It does say adventuring gear.
Oh wow, it doesn't have a price. Okay, so Bildrith says, yeah, I got it. 50 gold.
I'm giving you 2 silver for it.
You could give me 2 silver, but you ain't walking away with a bag of sand. 50 gold.
What is in this bag of sand that is worth 50 gold?
It's my bag and you wants it.
How about for only the bag and you can keep the sand?
25 gold.
Do you have some cloth and a needle and thread back there?
Yeah, I do. 15 gold.
My character starts interrupting. My dear sir, could you perhaps lower the price?
If you wants it enough, you pay for it. 15 gold for the needle and thread.
Can I try to persuade him to go down to 10 gold?
You can try. You can do whatever you want. Bildrith seems angry, but now is just more neutral. No. And keep this up in order to get my helper to take care of you.
We don't see a fan of haggling.
Haggling's for people who need something. You need something, I got it, you'll pay.
Why the
Let me tell you what, friends, why don't you go to the other shops in town? Oh wait, there are none. Pay up or get out.
You want some cheese?
Rotten, matted food from that Blood of the Vine tavern, not fit for the worms.
No, this is what I got from home. It's very good.
It's only half eaten.
It's got little nibbles in it and everything.
Limited time only. Quickly go away.
So funny. So, as you can see, Bildrith isn't exactly the most haggle-worthy person on the planet. He does seem to be getting increasingly agitated at your attempts to undermine his prices.
Where do you even get your stuff?
I have my sources.
Okay. Sorry, but that is me just saying as a normal person, but why the fuck is a spyglass 1000 gold?
That's a damn good question.
Like,
It's
I
really,
wouldn't
it's,
even want to know
really
what
hard to
Bildrith would
make.
charge for it.
Bill, why the fuck?
Excuse me, sir.
Well,
Do
I
you
don't
have
know
any
what
sheets of parchment I could procure?
I do.
And we gas 50 gold.
Let's see, parchment 5e. They cost.
It's 1 silver.
That'll be 1 gold, sir, per sheet.
I'm going to do. Hmm.
You notice now that
an
Mildred seems to sell everything for 10 times its worth.
An investigation check
Investigate away, sir.
on the town itself.
On Barovia?
Yeah, at least from what I've seen from Barovia.
Go for it.
Does it really seem like a place where there's many scholars?
You would know that from this investigation check that everyone here seems to be undereducated. That the nobility, the little there is, seems to know only what it is to give upper to Strahd. Everyone else seems to be more or less landed gentry and peasants.
Oh, what's the name of the shopkeeper again?
Bildrath, I'll put that in chat.
Bildraft, I'll do you a favor. I will give you 1 gold pieces for 10 sheets. I highly doubt there is very high demand for these parchments within this area.
As far as I'm looking, you got demand right here. 1 gold per sheet. Or I'll give you a deal. You give me 1 silver and you get 1/10 of this sheet.
Hmm.
I
There's
appreciate
something
I appreciate your ability to haggle, but I believe it's best in your stead instead. I'll go elsewhere.
A wise choice, sir. Good luck. He
Is
says
there
as he
somebody
puts
that
the
sells
parchment back.
clothes in this town?
Yeah, sure is. You're looking at him.
Fuck.
You need something, you come to Bildrith.
Right. So far Rad has been kind of staring into the distance, and then suddenly they are like, wait, I know something I could use. And they lean over to the desk and like, do you maybe have any information, like blueprints maybe, of the castle?
Bildrith actually seems taken aback for a second, looks side to side. Castle? Never heard of him.
Also, that you can see outside, like.
We don't talk about that here.
You sound afraid of that weird vampire guy.
I ain't afraid of nothing.
I don't know if he is one, but he has the vibes of it. He's an asshole.
Okay, Rat
Get
just
out.
slides a
Don't
gold
say
piece.
things like that.
I will
Over
say
the
don't like
bar.
things like that, but
Come
I won't
on.
leave without my fucking fabric and little threat.
Bildrith seems insulted and turns to the back room and shouts, Ripple, get out of here! Out through the door comes a giant man. You could tell this man is relatively young, 16, 17, but is absolutely ripped, Adonis-like, a gladiator, and walks into the room.
Hello there.
Periwimple, these people are threatening me. You know what happens to people that threaten your dear old Uncle Bildrith, don't you?
I was not threatening. I was just asking for some fabric needle and thread. That's all I asked for.
Periwimple holds a giant club in his hand and scowls at you. No one else Uncle and gets away with it.
My dear
Fucking damn
sir, we have no intention of threatening your uncle.
You
No
want some
intention
cheese?
of hurting him. We're
Periwimple
just simply
gladly
trying to
steals the cheese
see
and eats it.
what is happening in this
It's good cheese,
store.
right?
Bildrith, I'm not interested in talking to you anymore, Miss Stoney. Take your curs and get out, all of you.
I hope you
We'll
like the
consider
cheese.
this cheese payment for my wasted time.
No, I gave him the cheese because I like him.
I
Enjoy the
like
cheese.
you. I like you too, little woman.
You want pumpkin seed?
He's suckling on the cheese like a pacifier.
You want a little pumpkin seed to nibble on? They're quite tasty.
For how's that a tree will grow out of me stomach?
Not only if you don't chew enough.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Very well, put that seed down. Get out, all of ye.
I will place one on the counter quickly and then I go out.
And I'm leaving as well. But before
Bill-
leaving,
Fucking greedy bastard.
Bildred flips the seat off and Periwinkle waves goodbye happily.
Bye bye. At least I know I made one friend today.
Yeah, Sullivan's gonna get out.
A wise choice. Bildred didn't seem to be too amenable to you.
Hmm.
Alright, let's see.
Can
You
I?
find yourselves back out on the street. However, at least you got gold for what you were able to sell.
There's really only one merchant around, ain't there?
Yeah,
As you pass it back onto Brovia, you notice nearly every other shop is closed, boarded up, or empty.
Sullivan's
like
gonna start
there's
making
no
his way.
people in there.
Sullivan's gonna make his way to the church.
Can I maybe check one of the empty stores of... Do you mean like empty, like no people, or just it is completely empty?
Completely dark, boarded up, or just abandoned looking.
Can I maybe
Yeah.
try to get in one of the abandoned ones?
You may try.
I'm gonna go with
Okay.
Sullivan.
Did I find an abandoned one?
Do you check, ping the one that you wish to check.
I don't know which ones are shops.
Pretty much, pretty much any building, you can't tell exactly what's what. Signs are torn down, everything's derelict.
I'm gonna pick this one. Down here. But come on, ping. This one.
Roll me a d20. You hear nothing inside. It appears to be empty.
Can I look inside?
You may.
Another D20?
No, we'll just say that you're able to peer inside and the entire house is empty. You notice rodent droppings, dust, refuse. No one has lived here
And-
for quite some time.
So it's boarded up?
You'll be able to get through the boards.
Can I scavenge the house?
You may try. Give me a d20. Let's see, you find 3 copper pieces.
Was not actually the thing I was looking for, but okay.
That's the only thing of value other than rotten
So-
clothing or...
No,
pretty much
like old clothing, or like drapes near the window,
Nothing of
anything
use.
that can be used as needle and thread.
Nothing of use.
Nothing.
Nothing
Not
of
even
use.
charcoal in the fireplace.
Keep in mind, there's a whole bunch of other people in this town who are probably scavenging just as much as you. You're lucky to find 3 copper.
guys, I will be back in a second.
Okie doke.
Wait, you said rodent droppings.
The rodent droppings, you may take the rodent droppings if you wish.
No. Are there rats nearby?
Not that you can see at the moment, no.
Fuck.
You have noticed a surprisingly large amount of vermin while in the death house. Perhaps it's a good thing that you haven't encountered any vermin out here yet. Alright, Sullivan and Rat, you wish to travel to the church?
Yes.
Yep.
As you approach the church, you see Ismark standing outside the closed gate, yelling to inside the church. Father Donovan! Donovan, I know you can hear me! Yet no answer comes from the church and the gates remain closed. He turns to you and sadly says, I'm sorry, heroes. I cannot yet gain entry, perhaps with more time.
Another
Sullivan,
time,
can you
then.
give me a boost?
What is it you're planning, Rat?
I'm gonna jump the fence.
You would
Sul-
know that the fence is far too high to do such a thing, topped with spikes. Other
Well-
than the mansion, the church is by far the most guarded area in our town.
Sir Bartholomew can possibly go in between the bars, right?
I'm back.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Mew, I got a job for you. You just go in and bite the fucking priest in the ankle. Okay?
God, that's
Good
so fucking
baby.
horrible.
Good baby. And Mew, like, runs into the building.
Do
He
you
was-
see what Mew sees, or
No, I don't.
Mew goes in for a time and then runs back out after several minutes?
Okay.
You see little bits of linen on his teeth.
Good baby. Who's a
However,
good
no one
baby?
comes out of the church.
He's made me feel better other than you, Sullivan.
You're so cute.
Perhaps we
Do
should
I
just
get
continue on our
chance to
journey.
scaven in another house?
You may. Choose one nearby and roll me a d20.
This one? No, not. I'm pinging this one. The one,
Go for
this one on the corner.
Go for it. Roll me a d20. Alright, let's see here. You find nothing. Oh, sorry, it is empty inside. You may investigate if you wish.
I do.
Give me an investigation with a roll d20. I'm using a table here. You find absolutely nothing of use.
So again, no fabric,
Well-
anything.
Nope. You can find more rat droppings if you wish to fill your pockets with them.
No. I have no use for red droppings at this moment.
Caramel. My character, Musetta, he's basically just walking over to what's her name? Fuzzy.
Yeah.
And just Mrs. We need to continue. We don't have much time for this investigation.
Wait, did I lost the fancy dinnerware or did I?
It disappeared as you left the death house.
Okay, because I'm
And
still
she
looking
left.
through my inventory and was like, why do I have this? Why do I have 40 bolts? Like,
Because you're a klepto.
It's not tied down, you steal it. Alright,
Well-
while Sora's character attempts to get a fossil on track, Ismark looks to Rat and Sullivan. Permit me more time to get to Father Donovan's church and good graces, heroes. Please, in the meantime, head to the mansion. I do wish to see Irina to safety as fast as possible.
can I open some more pine coins while we're walking towards the mansion?
You may.
Is what's his name gonna come with us, or is he gonna stick around at the church?
Ismark is staying at the church and he's still yelling through the gates, trying to get Father Donovan's attention.
How many
Right.
pine seeds do I get if I open 5 pine coins?
All right.
Roll me, what the hell, 5d10s.
5 d10s.
20 seeds.
I'm gonna get
No,
have
okay.
all the seeds.
Red, let us continue on to the mansion. There's nothing we can do here.
Can I check while walking through the city if I see any hidden passages?
You may.
Okay, what would that be? Because it's in my class.
Give me an
filters.
investigation check.
Okay, with advantage though, because it is. Damn it! Work with me. Skills. Oh wait, perception?
Investigation.
Investigation. Okay, investigation. So that's a 15. Okay.
Alright, you do not notice anything particularly secretive. It's everything that's here is just sort of trash strewn and derelict. It's nothing of use, really, other than just the most simple passages. However,
Okay.
you do notice some strange rattling on the cobblestones as you search around.
Rattling. Can I investigate that?
You may. You note the rattling seems to be heading off down the street before you. Do you wish to round the corner to follow it?
Yeah, but I do want to motion towards Salazan to follow me.
Sullivan
Sullivan?
follows.
Perfect. As you round the corner, you notice that this particular street is quite dark. There seems to be an old hunched over woman pushing a cart. She notices you over the back of her shoulder and starts moving further along, trying to get around the corner so you may not see.
Okay, can we dash?
You may try.
I want to dash, please.
Sullivan, are you going with her? Sorry, with them?
I'll follow at a distance. I'm not gonna dash.
As you dash, you notice the cart speeds up to seem to keep distance away from you. Cart seems, and its bearer seem very suspicious of followers.
Rat
Mine
calls
is.
out and just says like, "You dropped something! I want to
cart-
return it!"
The cart continues forward and rounds another corner.
Okay. Where exactly are we now?
We'll
Can you
say
show-
you're right about, like, you two are probably right about here, and the cart rounded the corner here.
Okay, can we go in between, like through here, to cut her off?
You may try.
I would like to try.
Go for it. So,
Yeah.
I'm not going to do a difficulty check. You're able to do that. There's
Yeah,
nothing
yeah.
hard here.
When Sullivan catches up to Rat, he just wants to say like, Rat, why is it that we're chasing this woman?
I've got a feeling. You gotta trust me.
It's gonna be one of those days. Oh yeah, that's it.
All right. So you pause in the alleyway to speak, and you notice that the sound of the cobblestones have stopped. As you pass through the house to cut off the old woman, you notice that she's standing before a doorway here. Her cart stands at rest, and you notice cheaply painted on the side the words "Dream Pastries." Before the woman stands a scared couple standing in the doorway, a child huddled between them. The woman appears to be amenable. Seems to be sick, handing them treats and pastries, but the child between them is crying as she gestures for him.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Okay, what did I miss in those few seconds I had to
Can
run
I
down to get some water?
stealth
Child.
and get closer?
Go for it. Give me a stealth.
So,
You are able to
what did I
sneak up.
miss?
Right now, Rat is sneaking up on some old woman who seems to be selling a cart called Dream Pastries. Rat has snuck up on her successfully.
Heck
Alright,
yeah.
you are close enough to hear the conversation in earnest.
Okay.
You know that the parents have called her Morgantha,
Mm-hmm.
and you hear the other word Lucian. Lucian appears to be the boy between them, and the parents seem to be pleading with Morgana not to take him. Morgana gestures towards the dream pastries and presses them into their hands. Do not worry, dear. Lucian shall be taken care of, she says, as she grabs the boy by the arm and pulls him away.
Okay. I would like to hold my dagger up to her throat and say, unhand the boy.
Morgantha immediately unhands the boy. But she does not appear to be scared. She holds her arms up and stares at you and smiles. Very well, dearie. You seem to have captured old Morgantha here. I merely am a simple peddler of wares. What may I offer you?
What did you want with the boy?
I merely want to have children of my own, you see. It's my age, it's quite difficult.
Well, I'm pretty sure there's an orphanage around here. Why do you need that boy? What's in the cart?
Your dream pastries, my dear. Normally only 1 gold apiece, but for you, free.
Am I close enough to hear this all happen?
Sure, why not? We'll say that Cerilia's character is leading you into this direction.
Because they're here, and I just researched this house. So am I close enough to hear this all going on?
Yep, we'll say that you were, like Sor's character has brought you close enough.
Can I
So
just
you-
open the cart?
Morgantha slams her hand on the cart. None look inside the cart but old Morgantha.
Okay. Can I do that classic trick of like, oh look what's over there?
She does not take her eyes off of you.
Ah, you're clever one, ain't you?
I see that Morgantha won't get away quite easily. Perhaps she can offer you information.
What kind of information?
What do you wish to know? She
What do you
says
know
with
about-
gleam in her eyes.
What's
What
in
do you
the
know
cart?
about Strahd?
Strahd has mastery over the land, the water, the weather.
Right.
His spies include the Vistani.
At this point, Sullivan's gonna walk up. He'll stay behind. Put a hand on Rat's shoulder, like, Rat, be careful what you ask for with this one. I wouldn't be so free to ask for any favors without knowing what the price is.
Good point. What do you want so you don't take the child?
Morgantha's life will be payment enough.
Do I have your word that you will not try to take the boy again?
Of course, I will not take the boy this day.
This day? What about the next days?
Well, I shall offer more information if you're required.
Brad just looks at Sullivan as like, I'm not good at being a hero. Help me! I don't want to socialize anymore.
I want information about what's in the car.
Dream pastries, dearie.
Why not dream pastries?
Pastries. Would you care for one?
Yeah.
Morgantha reaches into the cart and pulls out a relatively fine-looking pastry and hands it to you. Eat up,
Sniff it.
dearie.
I'm just gonna sniff it.
It smells delicious.
Again, like, Sullivan's gonna move over and put his hand on Fossil's shoulder. It's like, perhaps you should give that back, Fossil. My dear woman, I see that you're into the trade business.
That is correct.
And I suspect that you trade for many, many things.
I am but a simple baker and matron.
Oh, I believe there's nothing simple about you.
You are correct, sir. There's nothing simple about dream pastries.
He's just gonna look around over to Rat and over to Fossil. It's like, I don't believe there's anything we could do at this time, but for now, I think you should move along, Morgantha.
Morgantha gratefully accepts your understanding and offers you one last thing in exchange. She looks over her shoulder and then back at you. Strahd's most carefully guarded secret is in a temple of forbidden law. Look to the mountains, she says, as she pushes her cart off and away and disappears into the mists.
Can I knock on the door of the people that basically got their child kidnapped?
You can.
Do they open?
They knock on the door and no one answers. They've taken the child and slammed the door shut.
Hey, real quick, what did she say Strahd's most carefully guarded secret is, where?
Is in the mountains. She says a temple of forbidden lore.
Do they have like a little like window for like mail and such that I can speak into?
No, it's like all windows are boarded up, but the door is locked shut.
Can I knock on the door while I ask them to basically can they explain what the fucking dream pastry is?
You hear nothing coming from inside. They seem to be huddled in the back, not answering anything.
You guys want some food?
You offer up the dream pastry, but notice as you look at it now, it appears to be a rotten, molding thing with a finger sticking out of it.
I knew it. Brad could smell it.
Okay, dream pastry is turned into... I'm just gonna say cannibal pastry. And have
Okay,
your
it's
finger
like,
on it.
I don't want to metagame, so I rolled up an Arcana check to see if Sullivan would have an idea behind who that or what that woman might have been.
Give me an Arcana check.
Yeah,
you did.
yeah.
You would know that she is not human. You would know from your travels that she is a hag.
Okay, that's what I was suspecting. I didn't want to just come out and say it.
Yep. Only because you got such a high Arcana, and she's not doing a very good job of disguising herself.
Oh well
Alright.
is the finger.
You can't tell. It's gangrenerous.
Oh shit.
Fossil, Rat.
Hmm?
I had my suspicions when I saw that woman offer the pastries for the child. I believe she may be a type of a hag. A
I
witch.
just hold up the previous pastry and I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
They bargain in souls and children. And they make
Why
deals
would
of
they give
demons
their
and
child for
devils.
this?
I
I'm
would
literally
be
just-
careful around her.
As Goku's
Color.
as Goku's character saying that, I'm just looking at the pastry like, why would you give your child for this?
I believe those.
And I
You
just-
thought it was
have-
a delicious pastry when she was nearby.
I believe there's magic involved in why they made the decision they did.
You want the pastry?
Thank you, but I'll decline.
It has protein.
Fucking fossil.
Yeah, I give the family one.
I'm trying to
gold
cut down on my
piece.
carbs.
My dear
What a
sir,
carb.
you should try it. You have been offered the food. So
How
why
does
not
it smell
try?
now?
Rotten. Nasty. Putrid, some might say.
Caramel.
Yes.
I gave the family one gold coin.
Do you place it on the door?
Are they inside?
They're inside. Nothing is
I-
like they're not answering. They're not making any noise. They're probably
I'll
just so
slide it
afraid of
under
you.
the door.
You hear nothing except for the coin coming to rest.
That's fine. They will get it later.
That was very nice. All right. What do you wish to do now?
I kind of want to kill
You
the
are all
hag.
you are all together.
Didn't we
Here,
need to
in
help
the
like
house.
somebody's sister?
I believe
That is correct.
we should hurry to the mansion. We need to come up with a plan on helping. What's her woman's name?
Irina.
Irina escape Portfolio. Well, escape this town.
Should we try?
I have an idea, but we should all get to the mansion before we discuss this.
Very well. Do you wish to travel to the mansion?
I vote yes.
I thought we were
Right.
heading there before the old
I
lady.
will definitely say yes. We should do it.
Rat
Very
just
well.
huffs, starts walking.
I love it. All right. You travel down the streets and come across what you think could be a mansion if you squinted, but appears to just be a derelict manor. A house slightly larger than all the others. Metal gates hang listlessly on the side, pretty much offering no protection whatsoever. What's even the point? As you approach the mansion, you notice that all the windows, like all the other buildings here, are boarded up. Shattered glass litters the ground before you. However, suspiciously, unlike the other buildings, there are claw marks, burns. Everything just assailed the side of the house. All the plants nearby are trampled and dead. Only the front door remains.
Sullivan will walk up and knock on the door.
After a moment, you hear a feminine voice come up. Who's there? You hear it call from inside.
It is I,
Me.
Sullivan, the Lion Knight. I'm an associate of Ismark.
Ismark! Ismark sent you!
That is correct.
That's also me.
And my associates Fossil and Rat.
Yeah.
The door opens slightly. From within, you notice a very striking woman staring back at you.
Hi.
Ismark sent you. Oh my, you quite a motley-looking crew, aren't you? Come in. If Ismark sent you, there's no danger here. Come in
You want
quickly.
my conceit?
Oh, thank you.
He.
Your name?
Puzzle.
Fossil. Thank you. She
He.
takes it and gratefully places it in her pouch.
Yeah.
As you
before-
travel into the inside, the woman introduces herself. My name is Irina. Ismark is my brother. Welcome to our mansion. Inside, the mansion appears derelict as well. Rotting, wilted flowers.
Oh, it looks bigger on the
Broken
inside than out.
plaster. Hey, we use TARDIS paint here.
I get it.
Please appreciate that. Thank you.
Oh, Taurus paint up. I got it. It took me a second.
Is the doctor in? He
It
doesn't
took me
really
a
say that now.
second.
Irina allows you in. I'd offer you some refreshments, some place of safety, but I'm afraid that's all rather... That's what I'm looking for here. Scarce these days. However, please, take shelter here for while you can. As she goes and hurriedly boards up the door again.
Caramel, when she turns around and goes toward the door, I attempt to see if she has anything of value in her pockets.
Again.
Every goddamn time.
Called me a kleptomaniac, Coco.
Let's see.
Well, there's
what
different
skill
levels, I
would
guess.
have used for that
Would
one?
that be a... What would it
Ah,
be?
Christ, I'm
Perception
gonna-
or a sleight of hand?
I'm gonna say sleight of hand. I was thinking that myself. Let's do sleight of hand.
I shoot an arrow at the dwarf.
I'm glad I was
re-
at disadvantage.
You found the
Irina-
point conceit.
Notices you do it, reaching for her pockets, and gives you a coy smile. I'm afraid you'll find nothing of value here, adventurer. Nice
That's the point
try.
conceit. That's in there.
Oh yeah, if he got a higher one, he would be able to steal a pinecone seed.
Yeah, don't you dare.
Pinecone seed. Oh, fair point.
Then you fucking dare steal my coin conceit.
Irina shuts the door and turns back to you. Heroes, may I ask what it is my brother sent you here for?
Do you have a
Are you the
secure?
help that was promised?
Yes, do you have a secure place we can talk?
I'm afraid this is the most secure that we can get to.
Well, a room rather, where we could all sit and discuss and think clearly.
Irina frowns slightly, but nods. Yes. Yes, I do. Unfortunately, I'm afraid you won't find it as inviting as here. And she leads you all to an antechamber off to the side. As you enter the antechamber, you notice there's a coffin in the middle of the room. Dead flowers line it. Within is a body, peacefully resting. My late
Lovely.
father, I'm afraid, the Baron, Burgomaster, his heart couldn't quite take it. As she gently places her hand atop his hands.
What if I'm trying to
How
remember
long
if
has he been dead?
Sullivan follows a religion? I don't think he does. Yeah, this character sheet doesn't have a spot for religion, does it?
I
How long
don't
has-
believe so.
How long has he been dead?
3 days now. Ismark and I built this ourselves. We've been trying to get him to the church. But I'm afraid Father Donovan has not been receptive to our pleas.
Rats,
Um,
mercs.
My condolences. Is there a seat that Sullivan can sit down on?
Oh, there's plenty of seats.
Do you need help digging a grave so he can be properly buried?
I will not see my father left to Strahd. I will not see him left to the night creatures. We will find a way to see him buried safely. Perhaps you can help me.
Okay.
Okay, Sullivan sits down. Like, well, let's talk about the first reason why we're here.
Gladly. Speak
yeah.
your piece.
Your brother would like us to escort you out to Barovia, away from Strahd's eyes.
Irina nods.
And seeing as
Seems to
how
have
he
a
has,
1,000-yard stare.
seeing as how he has eyes everywhere, that will be difficult. But I am concocting a plan. But first, I'd like to hear what everybody else thinks.
I might have something that can cause a distraction.
Go on.
Yeah.
We could
Well,
try.
what is your distraction?
You guys remember that skull from earlier? I basically took from that dead person we found when we just entered through that gate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used some of that ink from that haunted house, and it has two angry eyebrows on it, and it's on a stick.
That's right.
We could use this.
Or... Oh, okay.
Good.
There is
He
that.
looks angry.
Well, let's see all of the tools at our disposal. I'll keep a note of that, Fossil. Thank you.
Yeah.
Rat,
Yeah.
you are adept at creating disguises, are you not?
Yeah.
Irina, do you have any other associates here that can help? Your brother Ismark indicated that he had other friends that were going to assist in this escapade.
I am not as aware of anyone friendly in here. I do believe that Ismark thinks more highly of people than I do. However, if he trusts you, perhaps you are the friends that he spoke of.
What is Irina's build? Like, what does she look like?
She's lithe but strong. So basically,
Like height,
about
weight?
5'8", 5'6", 5'8", 5'9", probably 170 pounds. So just under 2 meters, well, a little bit under 2 meters, and I'm not sure about kilograms. So let me.
She's
get
she's
a-
like slightly shorter than me at the same weight.
This is Irina. Shit, I should have had this. One moment, please. I'm going to send this in D&D chat.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
This is Irina. You'll know that she looks almost nothing like Ismark, or the man in the coffin.
Okay, that's 170 pounds.
She's wearing a whole lot of armor.
Oh, okay, no. Well,
And she's muscular. So
all right.
like,
Okay. Wait, well, one thing. Like, it's important for me to know. Like, if is it the armor that's adding the weight, or like physically, like, is she? Because the reason I'm asking, like, for her height and her dimensions or whatever, to see if it will match something close to what somebody in the party has.
I would say I'm measuring everything that she's wearing right now. So by herself, probably 130, 140.
God damn it.
Oh, okay.
She's not huge.
So she's slim.
Yes,
She's
like
5'8",
She's
slight.
fairly
basically a
Slight.
female rat. Okay, great. I know where this is going.
Interesting.
Got the long hair as well.
What did I miss? I have a feeling that I have not been paying attention.
I have a
There's a whole
feeling we're
bunch-
going to dress up rat today.
There's a whole bunch of different depictions of her, but this is the closest one that I see.
Oh, lovely.
But yeah, super long hair, very dark hair, dark eyes, darker skin.
Yeah.
Versus his Mark and his father, who are pastry white skin and lightish blonde hair.
Someone's adopted.
Now, I'm coming up with several ideas. One would be, Rat,
Oh, I knew
with
it.
your disguising skills, perhaps you could disguise yourself as Irina and Irina as yourself.
I probably could do that, yeah.
When Ismark arrives, he says he could get a couple of carts. If he can procure 2, I recommend you exit looking like Irina, along with Muzetta. Muzetta, I assume you know the area around here well.
You would.
Well, I should. So yeah, unless they changed a couple things, should know of it.
Now, okay, and me, the player, I'm forgetting what town Ismark said he wanted to take Irina.
1 second. You want to go to? Fuck, where is it? Starts with a K. God damn it, where is it? I have
Yeah.
so many notes here.
Well, why?
Valaki, my bad.
Wait, say that again.
Valaki. Vallaki.
Okay. Wait, Vallki.
Vallaki. Valaki.
Okay. All right. So, Rat, you will go to a different town in the opposite direction. You and Muzetta. With your abilities to track, and Muzetta's known their area, you should be able to double back. Like once we believe you're able to lose Strahd's scent, and make it back to Valaki, where me, Ismark, Fosso would have taken Arena 2.
Let's get cracking.
I could also try to
Irina
make this.
seems to be a little concerned about that plan, but listens in.
Don't worry, doll. I know what I'm doing. I doubt I can make myself look as beautiful as you, but I'm sure gonna try.
She blushes and looks at you.
Yeah. Sullivan rolls
Gives
his
you-
eyes.
What might be a wink?
Yes?
Well, we should try to visit the Vistani. Madame Eve will ever. Madame Eva.
Irina
She
perks up
might.
at that name.
She might be able to help us.
Where the Vistani? Like, are there any Vistani that you could go to help lose Strahd's scent?
Irina pipes in and says the Vistani are rather scattered folk. However, I too have heard of this Madame Eva. She's a great seer of incredible skill.
Fossil suddenly holds out a knife and says, I have an idea.
Everyone turns to Fossil.
Does it have to do with the fucking stick?
No. The stick is amazing, don't diss the stick. But
I agree with you. I'm just wondering if it's the
seeing
same
that she
one.
has long hair, what if we cut a bit off, not all of it, and then scatter the hair around town to spread our scent. All over town.
That's kind of clever.
Irina seems upset at the idea, but offers no protest.
If you're up for it, I will just run around town just spreading the hair. Maybe
No.
that causes destruction with scent.
I don't know if the scent per se, like I know I used the word scent to lose Strahd's scent, but from Ismark's descriptions, it's not so much the scent we have to worry about, but eyes looking upon us. It seems that he
Yeah,
has
but-
spies both in animals, perhaps birds and bats, and people.
Yeah, but you said animals, and animals hunt by smell.
Well, when I think animals, I think along the lines of crows.
Okay, those don't use smell. Okay, yeah. I'm putting back the knife.
I can offer, heroes. While that is clever, your friend Sullivan is correct. Animals aren't always animals here. You do not know from who stares which eyes.
Would it help if I dressed in your clothing and start running around town?
I would find it most amusing, young one. She thinks you're a child.
How tall is Fossil again?
Also
Not
small.
very.
Fossil is 4.6.
Like,
4
itty
foot-
bitty person.
4 foot. Yeah, you're small.
Yeah. I'm small for a 40-year-old lady.
Well, the older you get, the shorter you get.
It's true.
Oh,
Please
fuck,
no.
Just waited till I'm 80. Fuck hell.
You're like a foot tall.
Wait, I can use the skull because I can put something over the skull and hold it just above my head so I look taller.
One day we're gonna find a use for that fucking skull. I
Oh
swear to
fuck
God.
yeah, I will find a use for that fucking skull.
One day I'm going to find some.
If I got Unseen Servant, I could actually do something with that skull. No, really,
The
because like,
skull is gonna be a party member at this point.
okay, because I thought I had the spell Unseen Servant from that extra spell book I got. Turns out I don't, because what I was thinking of, like previously, is cast Unseen Servant to travel with Rat and Aurelia's new character, and have the Unseen Servant like hold up like the skull with a hood or cloak over the skull, so it looks like there's an extra party member walking around with them.
Kinda awesome. I love that.
But I don't have the spell, so I can't do that.
Damn it. Okay, I really want that now. That's hilarious.
Oh yeah, I learned you could do a lot of creepy things with Unseen Servant. Like maybe people would think like a place is haunted by having the servant kind of just swing around like rags or even floating around glasses.
That's just like a cheap, like those fake nose with the mustache.
Yeah, just put that on the Unseen Servant. Like you don't see feet or a body, you just see the things floating around.
Okay, that's fucking hilarious. I love that. God, I wish you had that spell now. But regardless, Irina looks around at all of you and says, "Thank you, heroes. These are all wonderful suggestions. Let us ponder upon that. However, I refuse to do any of it until my father lies buried." Then she looks out to the windows beside her, all boarded up, light barely peering through. For weeks now, every night, our house has been under assault. Stradh himself is obsessed with me. He demands me, and I do not know why. Every night he sends his night creatures to attack us. They assail the walls, they claw, they scream, they howl. And my father's poor heart could not take it anymore. He sent a courier who has never returned. And every night since, Ismark and I have been trying to find a way to get him to the cemetery below. Once my father's delivered safely, I will go with you, for I trust you, as my brother does.
Well, unfortunately, we did find that courier. Ismark was able to confirm that it was him, and your courier did not make it.
Irina closes her eyes and nods, and says nothing more.
So it seems we need to get your father buried into the church. How long do we
I
have
would
before
appreciate it.
nightfall?
Quite some time. It's difficult to tell time, I'm afraid. It always appears to be night here, but Strahd's creatures will not appear for many more hours.
Let's get cracking then.
I guess we need to go return to the church.
Very well. Does everyone agree to help carry the body to the church?
Yeah, sure.
Now, are there wheels on this thing, or
There are not. But
We're-
there's plenty of you.
So we're going to coffin dance this way all the way over to the church.
You can drag it, you can coffin dance it. We'll just
Are
say
there any
that you were.
poles? Like poles or something?
There are wooden handles. She and Ismark made it themselves. So
Handles.
it's not exactly the fanciest coffin.
No, I mean poles, as in wooden poles, like
Oh yeah,
big
like little.
round
Sure.
things
You
you can put the coffin on, and you roll it, and then you just move the poles every time, like that.
Let's say Irina she-hulks some of the banisters off, breaks them, and hands you the wood. Says, "Here we go. We may use these."
Okay, we're just gonna do this old school. Like, you put them on the poles, and then you slide, and you take the last pole, you put it back up the front, and that's how we go.
That
So we
works for
don't
me.
get tired from dragging a fucking
So
coffin.
guys, should we visit this Madame Eva?
Irina says, "I would think that's a wise choice, but only after my father is secured. We shall continue further."
I can accept that.
Player speaking, what's everybody's strength stat?
I'm strong.
Good question.
I am quite weak.
Wait, what's your strength at Cerelia?
9.
Oof.
Oh dear.
Not,
I'm not going to give it too much thought about how you get the coffin there. That's just more of flavor
No.
than anything.
I just thought Sullivan was going to be the weak link here.
Sullivan just sitting on top of his like, "Push, everybody, push. I believe in you."
Look, Rad can do this. Rad's pretty fucking strong for their age, I guess.
Also, I don't have her stats. Irina's pretty burly too, so there's that.
Help me, sweet lady. I should
Wait, is
have
Irina
a
going to come with
blind
us, or is she
and
going to stay in the
fight
house?
He is going to come with you.
Okay, player needs to use the bathroom. Player will be right back.
All right. Does anyone else need to use the restroom? We can take a quick break.
I'm going to go get a
I do
drink.
not.
All right. We'll be back in like 2 minutes.
2-minute intermission, everybody.
2-minute intermission.
And we're back.
Hi, everybody.
Alright, so we are on our way to the church carrying the casket.
That is correct. Right now, you are here, just traveling out of the mansion. You will be traveling back up here to the church. All right.
See if I can
As
get
you-
another house on the way there.
As you, well, Fossil. All right, so as you're going and everyone's huffing this coffin off, Fossil darts off to look at a house. Fossil, along the way in between. Okay, that one. Give me a d20. Oof. Okay. Fossil, describe to me what you do to the house.
I'm just looking around for anything useful, like pieces of scrap, cloth, or just anything of use.
As you do, you hear significant scrabbling coming from within the walls.
Huh.
You might recognize the sound from earlier.
Fucking rats.
Can I use speak with animals?
You may try.
Okay. Cool. Speak with animals.
You hear nothing but madness coming from within. These animals appear, unseen animals appear to be quite insane. They do not appear to have noticed you otherwise.
I just start slowly sneaking around the house, making sure that I'm extra quiet.
Give me a stealth check. Actually, high or low stealth check. Give me a high or low.
Hi.
Okay. And roll me a stealth.
Oh, normally when I ask high or low,
Oh, sorry, yeah,
the
sorry. I
DM
missed
rolls
D20.
normally.
Yeah. Okay, that's true. Let me do it then. Oh, Jesus.
Because I have no bonuses to stealth.
You are able to sneak through the house and the rats do not take notice of you.
Do I find anything?
You will find small scraps of what used to be a curtain,
Yes.
and that is about it. However, they don't appear to be of any use. They're just like literally threadbare scraps.
Okay.
Rodent nibbled, and also, because it's a theme today, covered in poop.
When Fossil darts off, Sullivan's going to turn to Irina and Musetta. It's like, don't mind her too much. We just, she's a bit of a free spirit. We just humor her.
That's so true.
Why is this not working as I want?
Oh, I see it. It says Rat's house.
Yeah, but the thing is, I want to place it exactly on top of it, and it won't.
Hold
You'd
control.
forget good enough.
No, hold control when you move it around.
Hold control.
It's either control, shift, or alt. I forget which one it is.
Alt. Yep,
Okay.
There we
alt.
go.
Yay!
That worked.
Finally.
All right. Rat's house. I like that. All right. So as you continue up the path, you notice Ismark standing in front of an open gate in front of the church. The gate appears to be bent slightly. Heroes, welcome back, he says as he kicks a crowbar into the bushes. I believe I have gotten to Father Donovan's better senses. Let us continue, shall we?
Sure, bud.
Lead the way.
Ismark notices Irina and rushes forward to hug her. The both two take a moment to look at their father's casket and nod to one another. Lead on, heroes. Father Donovan awaits.
And I guess we enter the church.
You enter the church.
Hmm.
All right. Do your tokens have light in front of them?
I can't see
I
inside.
can see
but-
anything but inside.
Scroll to the lower left.
Yeah, I can't see inside. I'm just black.
I think
Okay,
the door
but-
is just
but-
closed for now.
Yep.
Okay.
Do
Yeah.
you see
Okay.
like the path and the bushes and everything like
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can
Okay,
see that.
perfect. All right. I was doing all that trying to make that work. All right. 1 second. Trying to remember how to do. Okay, there we go. Perfect. All right. So you stand on the footsteps of a church. The church seems to be in better repair than most of the other buildings in the city. However, that's not really saying much. Boarded windows, shattered glass. Everything seems to be covered in weeds. You push on the door, and the door gently opens with a creak. Within, you see, from your vantage point, shattered pews, dust-strewn floors, and a man sitting behind an altar, huddled over in prayer.
I really dislike him.
Sullivan walks in.
Just to be clear, do you guys see the token of the person up ahead?
Yeah. I was about to
Yes.
ask, is that part of the module that you bought, or is this something you made yourself?
Both.
Wait, what?
Like, I had to put his token in there, but it did come with the module, so I had to finagle with it a bit.
Alright, yeah, so it's part of the module. That's what I was wondering.
Yeah, the module fucking kicks ass. It's amazing.
Because I was looking at the
To your
faces, like,
side-
did I see that face before? I wasn't sure.
Yep, that guy, at least I don't think he is, unless I put him in by accident, which totally sounds like something I would do.
It does not seem familiar.
He does look the fat priest.
His back is turned to you, and facing back here just behind him.
He looks like a brewery monk.
Where did he get all the
I like
food
that.
to get that big, I wonder?
He is
Hey.
living in the quote-unquote fanciest house in the city.
Okay. Well, you know, fancy doesn't equal food, but I don't know. Maybe he just eats a lot of oatmeal. Sullivan walks in and he motions for everybody else to bring in the casket.
You notice 4 closed doors, 2 on each side of you.
I'm gonna follow.
You guys bringing in the casket?
Father Donovic makes no motion towards noticing you bringing the casket in.
Where's Ismark and Irina?
Shit, I thought I had them in here. 1 second. Drats and double drat. Where are they? 1 moment, please. Blah blah blah. Irina and Ismark. They are directly behind you in the doorway, carrying the casket. Or pushing the casket. Whatever, they're magicking the casket.
Yeah, Sullivan's gonna, like, very loudly clear his throat to try to get the guy's attention.
The Father Donovic says nothing. He continues huddled over in prayer.
Do I see any shrines around here?
Yes. You notice Father Donovic appears to be staring at a shrine with a crude but at the same time gilded sun.
Do I notice what this is for the what religion this sun is, or should I
You would
roll for
not
that?
know. You can roll, but I can pretty much guarantee you wouldn't know it.
Nah, I don't.
Let's see. Yeah, you just see it's a sun, so you would just surmise it's some life-bringing god, you know, stereotypical sun stuff.
Father Donovan.
Quiet now, my son. This is a place of holy reflection.
I'm
He
not
says.
a boy, I'm a lady.
You
Father
tell him,
Donovan
Fossil.
belts back at you and turns back to prayer.
We
Doesn't
have
appear to like your raised voice.
a request for you.
He says nothing.
We would like to bury this body in. Excuse me, no, that's me clearing my throat. We'd like to make arrangements for a burial.
If it will get you out of my place, so be it. Choose your plot and be on your way, he says.
What is that symbol on the wall?
This is a symbol of the light, my child. Donovan
Explain.
turns back and prays towards it.
Can you explain what light? Never heard of it.
How does one of this land not know of the Lightbringer?
Because we're not of this land.
That who keeps us safe, that who keeps us warm, full of life.
It sounds like
Full
a
of
heart. Like you found in a tavern. Besides, you're not from here, so I never heard of him.
Can I do a perception check?
Go for it.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
By the way, are these 4 things here, are those windows or doors?
Those are doors.
Okay.
And Rat,
Um,
you see a perception check. You know that candles appear to be strewn about the area. Dust covers almost everything. And you see a pattern of footsteps heading from the rooms back to this place and back. Everything else seems to be shrouded in a thick layer of dust, as if no one has stepped on it in months.
So none of the doors seem to have any footprints in front of them?
Only the 4 doors to the sides. Footprints going from the doors to the altar and back.
Which
While-
door? All of them.
All 4.
Damn it.
Caramel, Musetta is asking, Coco, what was your character's name?
Sullivan.
Sullivan, what brought them to this city in the first place?
That is a very good question. We simply woke up here. I believe that it may have something to do with, and it's like Sullivan says, gonna like point like his thumb like in the direction of Strahd's castle. It's like might have something to do with a certain special someone.
I see where you're pointing at. Is that certain someone? Who is he?
Well, I believe everybody here knows his name, but seems very hesitant to say it. And I wouldn't want to be rude in this holy temple.
You
Well,
seem
I
a
do.
bit
We were
distraught.
talking about Strahd.
Donovan
Rat.
swirls and faces you. Say not the name of the devil, Donovan says. In doing so, he knocks something off the altar by accident, which lands on the floor with a thud. You hear a scream from beneath the floorboards.
Wait. You said a scream from beneath the floorboards?
Yep.
And what did he knock off the altar?
Let's say a candle. An unlit candle.
Okay, why did I hear a scream coming from below? And you were talking about the devil?
I
Not
just get pissed
speak
and
his name.
I did not say his name!
He's not staring at you, he's staring at Rat, saying it over and over.
I'm just
And
waving my
Pine.
hands like, someone from below, hello?
no, Rad just growls and says, "Who do you have under here? Or what is under here?" Something along the lines.
Donovic stares passionately. A tear rolls down his eye. We do not speak his name either. Leave me be. And he turns back to the prayer.
Can I maybe try to slowly walk away from the corpse and check one of these doors?
You may.
Is the door I'm standing in front open?
The door is not open, however, you may push on it. Or try to
I-
open it.
I will try to I will try to lean against it to make it look like I'm not doing it on purpose.
The door opens and you stumble into it.
Oh no!
Like what happened by accident.
What can I see in the room?
Alright. You see an old desk and a chair against a wall. A wooden holy symbol mounted above them, which appears to also be a sun. A 10-foot long iron rod attached to the north wall stands bare. A molded tapestry lies on the floor beneath it.
Can I investigate the room?
Give me a perception check.
Is that an investigation check?
Investigation. What did I say? Perception. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, while Fawcett does that, Sullivan's gonna like gives a thumbs up back to Ismark and Arena, saying like, it's like, go ahead and pick out your plot.
The two gratefully nod at you, ignoring the scream that they heard as well, and shuffle outside. Alright, Fossil, you got a 4. You notice nothing of value, just crude nonsense lying everywhere, in disrepair.
Any parchment, because I heard that somebody needed it. I was in the shop with him, I heard him ask for parchment.
I can guarantee you will not find parchment.
Then okay, and then I try to suddenly close the door behind me.
The door closes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sullivan does want to peek into this room. He's very concerned
I
about
do-
that scream he just heard.
Can I do another lean over here?
Lady Sullivan's turn. Let's do his real quick. Sullivan, that door opens easily.
Is there anything in this
Within, you notice
counter?
a dirty room containing a bed with a straw-filled mattress. Next to it rests a small table with an oil lamp. Oil appears to be gone from it entirely. Mounted above the headboard of the bed is a crude wooden sun-shaped symbol.
Okay, did get a 20 on my investigation. Is that all I see in here?
You see that this room contains nothing of value.
Okay.
However, you do also notice that no one has slept in this bed for quite some time.
Okay. Rat walked up a bit and he thumbs his heel on the floor to see if he can hear the sound again. Donk.
So, how close are you to Father Donovan when you do that?
Like, let's say just in front of the altar, like 5 feet.
The scream erupts once again from below. Father Donovan turns towards you, tears in his eyes, pleading, "Stop, please." He says, "The Morning Lord protects, but cannot shelter us all."
Rat just bites out. Who is down there?
It was my son.
What do you mean was your son?
I do not recognize that creature anymore. I do my part for the Morning Lord, for all of us, to make sure that he stays there.
If he was your son, what is he now?
Father Donovic stands and stares at you. He is one with the devil. Don't you understand?
Rat feels slightly insulted. Looks over to Sullivan, and they say like, "Fuck." Wait, let me think. Gotta be clever about this. How would Rat do this? Rat would say, I'm half, but what's down there is full, so better be careful.
Father Donovic raises his eyebrow at you, but decides it's not worth investigating further. He
Okay.
lowers to his knees and raises his hands towards the sun once more, and continues praying.
Okay, Rat just smirks and shows their fangs.
Can I? Can I?
Well,
He didn't see that.
guys, I have to go now.
Okay, thanks, Sora.
Thanks for showing up so early.
For once, you didn't leave in the
course.
middle of a fight.
I did not.
Yeah. Yeah, Mal, can I maybe lean against
So
this door
far.
also, like trying to be subtle?
The one on the bottom right, you may.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
thanks
have a
again,
good night,
Sora.
Aurelio.
I'll take over your character from here.
Alright.
Right. Bye, guys. Alright, so Fossil, give me an athletics check for this one.
And what?
An athletics check for this one. Alright, you lean against the door, it pops open, and you do not stumble and fall into this one.
Hello there. Can I investigate the quite obvious little thing in the bottom right of this room?
You may. Time and neglect have punched holes in the ceiling of this moldy room, which contains a few broken roof shingles amid puddles of water. In one corner, set into the floor, is a heavy wooden trapdoor held shut with a chain and a padlock.
In what condition is the padlock?
Old and rusted.
Did I hear Ren and basically the monk speak about the thing in the basement? Did I hear that?
You would have heard them. This is a relatively echoey place.
And I tried to
But
open the
there's
lock with
still the
shovel.
question. There's still the question if Fossil knows what Rat is.
Fossil would have seen that happen because she was leaning against the door as you were talking to Father Donovic.
Okay.
Can I maybe try to use my shovel to open the lock? Just to
You
try to
may.
brute force it.
Give me a strength check.
Strength.
I will let you roll this with advantage because you are using a tool.
Okay, how do I do a strength check again?
So let's see. Oh, sorry, not strength. Ah, Christ. Sorry, I'm still bad at being a
Athletics?
DM. Athletics, thank you. You smash the shovel into the chain and nothing happens. It blunts off easily.
Can I try it again?
After someone else's turn, yes.
Okay.
Sullivan, it is your turn, I believe.
I also
Oh.
want to say that's quite a death of a monkey. He didn't hear that clunk, I will just say.
My dear
To
father,
be fair, he's heard pretty much everything, he just doesn't really care.
it is heartbreaking for me to hear what happened to your son. If I may offer, we could attempt to put your son at rest.
Donovic wheels and faces you. You cannot help that which cannot be saved. Please, leave us. Bury your dead. Leave. You cannot help. And then he sinks sadly to the floor.
I'm going to do a persuasion check.
Go for it. This will be very difficult, I will warn you.
Yeah, and damn it. I'm not proficient in this.
Father Donovic is unmoved by however you try to get him to listen.
No, can't help those who don't want to be helped. Yeah, I think that's going to be the end of my turn, unless you're going to let me open up this door.
Go for it. I
Right.
will let you do that. So, again, the door opens quite easily. Let me remove that. There we go. Alright. As the door opens, you notice this dirty, lightless room contains a wooden bed and a straw-filled mattress. Mounted above the head of the bed is a wooden symbol.
And I guess it's a symbol of the sun, right?
That is correct.
Does
It
this
is a
bed
sun.
looks like it's been slept in?
Yes. Not much, but it has been slept in.
Alright. I guess that's it. I got an investigation of a 12, but I don't think it's going to be anything else in there.
You find nothing of value.
Alright, I guess it's Rin's turn.
Rin?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
I'm just going left to right based on character order.
Okay. Can I? Well, there's 4 doors. There's no way into kind of basement, but we know there's something below here. Huh. How about I go behind? Wait. The altar itself. Can I investigate it?
You may.
I have seen way too many movies. I'm probably wrong, but you never fucking know.
Give me an investigation check, please.
Damn it.
This altar is simple stone. A woolen threadbare cloth lies above it, embroidered with symbols of the sun. You find nothing else.
Okay. Then I kind of want to check behind the priest in the nookie nook.
The priest
Where they
notices you do
usually-
so, but mistakes your intention as interest in the morning lord, and he smiles sullenly.
Yeah, I just let my hands run over the wall and onto the symbols.
The morning lord
And
is glorious and gentle, is he not? One day he will return to us, Donovic says.
okay, what will you do when he does?
He will banish the darkness, raise the mists, and let us all rest.
What do you think he would do to your son?
My son is already dead. The morning lord has no use for that within life.
So that thing that was screaming down from below, you say is already dead, does not exist anymore. How can you say that when there's something screaming your name, probably? I don't know. I don't know what he screamed. I'm just gonna assume.
Father Donovic stares listlessly for a moment and comes back to his senses. It was a year ago. A mage. We did not know his name. He dared not give it to us. Arrived instead, he could free us all. He claimed to be a servant of the Morning Lord. He gathered all the men, everyone that he could, and traveled up to Ravenloft itself to face him. None came back. Only one, my son, returned. He was no longer my son. I keep him here now to keep the rest of the village safe. To keep us safe. That is all.
I would like to point out that is the perfect timing to hear another clunk from a certain shovel hitting something.
You hear several screams come from the basement after clunking. Father Donovic appears not to notice. Or,
Can
if he does, he does not care.
Can I hit it again?
When it's your turn.
Mm,
We'll just assume that you're clunking it the entire time. Because that
my
sounds
work
like
is
something
open.
Father would do. Do you have anything further for Father Donovic, Rin?
Well, I just wanted to ask the last thing, like, if you think your son is now a monster, why do you still keep him alive?
I do not think he's a monster. He is a monster. He's not worthy of blood. He's not worthy of food. He's not worthy of life. I keep him here as my punishment, as my failure. I did not protect him. I could not save him.
You have the chance to save him now from this pain, and you don't. That makes you just as bad as Strahd. And Rad just walks away.
Father Donovan sinks to his knees and forces himself into prayer once again, loudly reciting over and over incantations to the Morning Lord.
Clunk.
Fossil, it is your turn.
Nice.
Give me a oh shit, okay. You smash through the
fast.
chain with the shovel.
Does the chain break?
Yes.
Can I use the shovel to gently like open up the trapdoor?
You may pry open the trapdoor.
Do I see anything in it?
Nothing but darkness appears before you.
Yeah, fucking I'm
There's-
just gonna flick it open.
Okay. The door remains open.
Ta-da!
You hear nothing, no screams, no scrabbling, nothing coming from below. Only silence and the smell of mildew.
Ta-da! Can I ignite a candle for some light?
You may.
Okay.
Let me give your token light. Let's see. Do you
candle.
have light? Oh, you do not have light vision.
No.
Let's see.
That's why
I will
I'm
give
using
you
a candle.
30 and 15. Okay. Do you wish to head down the stairs?
Wait on the stairs.
The trapdoor opens to show stairs that your candle now illuminates.
Can I just lay on my stomach and try to reach the candle further in?
You can. All you see is stairs leading down into an undercroft.
Ah, fuck it, I'm going down.
All right.
Oh, where the fuck did I go?
And that is the end of your turn, I'm afraid. Sullivan.
Did Sullivan notice Fossil do what she did?
You would have heard a loud smashing and the distinct sound of clinking chains.
Okay.
Fossil, what are you up to now? Oh dear. Fossil? Sullivan pulls out his rapier. He's like, Rat. I think we might have an issue here. Rat?
Yeah, I'm coming. I'm coming.
Where's Aurelia's character go?
Australia's right behind you.
Okay.
He's over. He's right here in the doorway.
Trying to remember his
He's
name.
not saying much. He's a man of few words.
Musetta, we might need assistance here. Seems our colleague might be stirring up more trouble.
They
Okay.
always do.
Sullivan kind of like he pokes his head down to see what he could see.
You would see the candle that Fossil has illuminated.
Fossil.
You see stairs, wooden, rotten stairs leading down into a wooden basement with pillars holding up the wooden above.
Fossil. Fossil.
Huh?
What are you doing down there?
Exploring.
It's pretty not safe down there. We got other business to do.
The base looks pretty empty.
Pretty sure we got a vampire spawn down there.
Rat just glares at Sullivan like, really?
I'm not seeing
Race
anything.
card.
So far I can see, I don't see anything.
Well, whatever's down there might see you.
Doubt it.
Rat just nods. Yeah, we probably did.
All right.
Yeah,
Do you wish to travel down the stairs or stay up here?
Sullivan's gonna go down there to try to get to Fossil.
Sullivan, you and Fossil are on top of each other right now. We'll say it's wide enough for that. Rat,
Yeah, I'm gonna go in as well.
Sorelia's character says, "I shall remain above," and stays in the doorway up here. All right. Let me give you all. Do you all see the new map?
Yep.
I do.
All right, perfect. So, I haven't given you guys dark vision, which I should, but should be good enough with the candle. If we need it, I'll give you dark vision.
My character does have a dark vision because I can see everything.
Yep. And let's see.
Yeah.
I didn't know
I can
if
see
okay,
everything as well.
Yeah,
And then what's
yeah. I assume
Or just
Sullivan just has his
second.
mask on right now.
dark vision, and then I'll move you back. Okay.
Okay,
All
and
vision is granted.
for Fossil, Sullivan will cast a control flames on his candle or her candle, and expand the flames for an extra 5 feet, or the light for an extra 5 feet.
Yeah,
All right. I will
walls.
extend that by 5 feet. Let's see here. Okay, extended.
Can I just walk down the stairs?
You may. Actually, hold on, it's Rat's turn. Rat, you decided to go down as well. So all three of you are now on top of the stairs.
Yeah, Rat's not gonna go first.
All right. Fossil, you wish to go? You may move.
I'm just going all the way down the stairs. Oh, there.
As you pass down the creaking stairs, your feet land on sullen, bare earth. You hear a hiss and some scrabbling in the corner.
Hello?
Fossil. No, it's a bad idea. Fossil.
You hear, from the corner, a loud hiss.
Ah!
Sounds like some Fossil would do.
I just look back at the Rat and Coco's character, and I'm like, there's somebody in the corner.
Yeah, I believe that's the preacher's son.
Yeah, the
And
son.
Fossil notices the character. Roll up initiative.
Okay.
Let me see here.
But
Initiative.
I have to click on my token for this.
Yep.
Click on token. There we are.
Let's see. I need to roll up this guy's initiative. Oops. All right. Let's see.
Wait, Coco and the Rat got the same initiative.
Yep. Which of you? It's dexterity that decides.
Sullivan
tiebreaker,
has a
right?
16 dexterity. Yes.
Okay. Rat, what's your dexterity?
Sullivan wins.
Okay. So Sullivan dupe. However, as you stumble forth, Daru darts forward just in front of you, Fossil.
It looks like we just
Says-
walked in on him, walked in on him on the in the shower.
It's
Close the
got
door!
The Macaulay Culkin face. It looks far more threatening when it's bigger. All right.
No, it's cold in here, I swear.
What are you doing, Mom? So Daru gets a surprise attack on you, Fossil. Let's see. what-
I saw him.
Yeah, and he darts forward to attack you.
Do we have combat music?
I am trying to get that now. I don't know if there's combat, but we'll... There we go, this is the one. There we go. Oops. Alright, so let's do this. Initiative roll, Daru gets his first attack. Which is... Thank God it's nothing too horrible. I think... Sorry, again, like I said, I'm doing this by the seat of my pants. Claws. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Does a 23 hit? Yeah, I'm sure it does. Yeah. Okay, so ow. Daru hits you for...
Three.
What the hell is that?
The camera doesn't
For
have the
some
dice
reason he hits
in
me
there
for
yet.
3.
2 /R.
Yeah, it looks like
Okay.
Caramel has the attribute bonus in there, but not the dice bonus, so she has to roll up the dice.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a +6 to hit. +6 to hit as well. So 7 damage.
Ooh.
All right, Sullivan. It is now your turn.
Alright, seeing Fossil get attacked, he's gonna begin his blade song. Go here, here, jump over the banister, and get behind the guy. Let's see. Yeah, he's gonna use Green Flame Blade.
Go for it.
What do I have it on here? No, I don't have it on there. Does 15 hit him?
Let's see. 15 does hit him.
He takes 10 points of damage. Piercing
10 points
damage.
of damage.
It is
Okay.
technically not magical.
That's fine. He doesn't have any crazy resistances or anything. Daru seems shocked that there's another person down here, and recoils as he's struck by the green flame blade. Rat, it is your turn.
Okay, Rat just kind of like moves over here and just crouches down a bit, and then they show their fangs and just like kind of try to intimidate Daru into submitting.
Daru seems horrified. He did not anticipate yet another person. Is that the end of your turn, Rat?
Can I do an intimidation check to see if Daru will listen to me?
Give it a shot.
Do I get advantage?
Wait a minute. I know you get some bonuses. I'm not sure if it's just persuasion. Let me look up your race again.
Wait, I have it in my background. I copied it all. Background.
Oh no, it's if you're using predatory charm as an action, you can magically beguile the mind of a creature that can see you within 30 feet. For 1 hour, you have advantage on charisma checks made against the target.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, so if you use predatory charm as an action, you would have gotten advantage on your intimidation check just now.
What do I roll against intimidation, Coco?
I would say either a wisdom saving throw or an insight check.
I do probably wisdom saving throw. That seems more viable. Thank you, sir. Daru, still horrified at the fact that there's so many people around him, does not seem particularly moved by you particularly.
Damn it, there goes my ego.
Alright, Fossil. It is your turn.
Let me quickly read. Kitchen, blah 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 blah. Can I use Entangle on him?
Go for it.
Okay, blah blah blah. How do I do the thing that you can basically see? Oh wait, cast spell. That doesn't
I-
at all. How about this here?
Let's see. Grasp me 20 foot square. Grounded. Strength saving throw. Okay. Creature strained by the plants. Alright, so I will have to do a strength saving throw then.
I think we all would.
Yeah, because that's 20 feet. Even if you. Well, if Fossil did it over here. 5, 10, 50. Yep, you'd all have to do it.
Wait.
So everybody give me a strength
Like,
saving
I think Fozzie could do it so it only hits me and Daru
What if I do it like this?
and Rat,
It says
and it could avoid
20
Rat.
foot square though.
Yeah, like this.
But where would you'd have to, I assume it would radiate from the center, so.
Oh no,
Doesn't say.
technically not.
But
Oh,
does
I see
not
what you're
say
saying.
that I'm the center of it.
That's true, okay. So if you like cast it on the wall, okay, that's fine, let's do that. So we'll just do Daru has to do a strength saving throw. I got a 14, Cranky.
Fuck.
I assume that outclasses your spellcasting?
Yeah.
Alright.
I don't
The
care
plants
balls too low.
wither and die immediately.
Oh no, they just stay, but he doesn't get entangled in it. It's still difficult terrain.
Oh, fair enough. And he has to make a strength saving throw. I see. Okay, I understand now. Thank you. Alright.
He is free, but he is now on difficult terrain.
And the duration is 1 minute. Okay, perfect.
Mhm.
Alright. Is that your turn, sir?
And
You can still move if you like.
yeah, but then he gets an attack of opportunity.
That's why I said if you like.
Would be throwing the cannibal pastry at him being considered a bonus action?
I consider that an action.
Fuck. Then I end my turn.
Alright, Daru's turn. Daru is shocked by the number of people down here. Thinking that he had one victim in front of him, he attempts to flee. Let's do his strength saving check. Daru is able to escape the entanglement and dashes here to the corner and attempts to scrap the wall. You both, I believe, if I'm correct, Coco, Sullivan and Fossil both get an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, unless he disengaged.
He did not. He's in a blind panic.
Okay.
Can I use a spell in or cantrip during an attack of opportunity?
No, you would need a feat called what was it? It's like there's a special feat that lets you use a cantrip for attacks of opportunity. I can't think of it off the top of my head. Warcaster.
Okay, in that case I just let me see.
Additionally, while you look that up, Cranky, Sullivan, you notice that the wound that you inflicted upon him has sealed itself.
Okay, well, I open up another one because I just hit him for 10 points of damage.
Okay, he now takes 10 points of damage.
The thing is, I have a light crossbow and oh no wait, why am I using a light crossbow? Whack.
Your attack misses, Fossil.
Fossil would have had advantage with me.
fuck?
opposite
Oh,
of him.
that's true. Advantage, your attack hits. Additional 6 points of damage. Let's see here.
What the fuck was that background noise? Because it's the fuck.
I do not know. That must have been something in the music.
Yeah, because
I don't know what you guys heard.
now it
That
sounded
makes
like somebody was screaming through a metal pipe.
Yeah, that's very accurate. It must have been the music because I did not put that in there for once.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm gonna turn the music down because it took me really off guard and I don't like that.
Are you two okay?
Maybe?
Are you feeling?
Hey,
I'm
it's
saying that also Caramel heard it. That means that it was not only me.
Yeah, you're both going
I
insane.
can rewind it, but chances are it'll come back eventually. Either way, Daru takes this damage, gets to the wall, and attempts to start climbing it. Unfortunately for him, this is a basement and it's not terribly tall, but Daru is attempting to scale the wall. And he's screaming, scrabbling, and frothing at the mouth the entire time. All right, Sullivan, it is now your turn.
I want to do an insight check real quick.
Go for it. Ooh, okay. What do you wish to know?
Does he seem to be in a state that we could reason with him?
You could assume that. You believe that he showed enough intelligence to attack a single person, but enough to know that multiple people aren't worth it.
Sullivan's going to raise his rapier and demand that he yields, lest we continue our attack.
Daru hangs on the wall and stares back. He appears to understand and listen.
What has happened to you?
It was the devil. It was Strahd. Strahd did this to me.
I'm so hungry, he says back.
Can I present that cannibal pastry?
You may.
You eat this?
Daru frowns at it and recoils from the horror in your hand.
Oh, Sullivan's not. Why are you still carrying that?
Reasons.
But then he's going to look over to Rat. Like, Rat.
Yeah.
I believe you could empathize with this much more than I can. What do you think?
Well, lockdown here, it's not gonna be fed. It's gonna starve a horrible death. It's either gonna break out and kill everybody in this town, or have a fate much worse than death. Okay, so Brad just kind of tries to get Doru's attention a little bit. And they ask him, what is it you want? Do you want to be freed of this pain? Or do you want to stay? God damn it, Fossil.
It's fucking fun cutscenes. Daru looks at you, Rat, and seems to just think, food. That is all I want. Can't you help me?
Well, I still have the glass vial, right?
You do?
Can I fill it up with my own blood and then roll it to him?
I will allow it.
So Rat just takes a small pocket knife and just cuts their finger and just like fills up the tube, closes it up, and rolls it over to Duro.
Daru leaps from the ceiling onto the vial and greedily slurps it all up. His eyes seem to focus slightly more, and he sits back. It has been a year. Thank you, he says.
Brad
He
just
sits
motions
back.
to Sullivan and just like, now is your chance. This will wear off very soon.
Okay, I just want to know, like, what is your intention here, Rat? Do you want me to finish him off, or just to talk to him?
Well, I want to know what we can know before we kill him, because even though it hurts Rat... Oh, Rat just remembered something. Yeah, no, even though it hurts Rat, Rat does think that putting Doru out of his misery is the best thing.
Doru,
Do you say that out loud, or is that the players talking to each other?
I think it's the players talking to each other.
I gathered, I just had to make sure. Please continue.
Yeah.
Doru, you said Strahd has done this to you. Is he able to see through your eyes?
I do not think so, no. I am not free of him. None of us are free of Strahd. However, I am insignificant. This place he cannot see. I am sure of it.
Doru, I do not think we could leave you like this. Your pain is going to continue, and if you leave, you'll
The
cause
hunger will
pain
get
for many
worse.
others. We could finish this quickly for you if you like.
Daru seems to think on it, but makes no move towards yes or no. He
Yep.
still continues to slurp at the empty bottle that Rat gave him.
Your father is praying for you every day, and we can see the pain in his eyes for what has happened to you.
Father? The one who put me here? Father?
He starts to get angry and screaming at the top of his lungs.
Father! Why? Why? Father! What?
And he collapses into a puddle, weeping.
That is against my battle judgment, but I step closer and place both my hands on his face.
Daru
And
does
just
not
look
even
him
appear to
directly in the
notice.
eyes.
He's wild-eyed and staring off into the distance. It appears that the blood is wearing off.
Oh there.
Yeah.
There's no opportunity that I can maybe quickly, like, the neck or something, maybe.
Maybe. Well, you do have your hands on him.
Wait. Rat, don't you have a silver short sword?
Yeah.
It's not a wooden stake, but it might be just as effective.
It's silver.
Oh, we found
Yeah.
it in the cultist lair.
Okay, I have a silver short sword and a silver knife. Rad just tosses you this
No,
silver.
don't toss me,
sword.
don't toss me silver or anything.
Right.
This,
Rad just
For our audience,
walks
dun, dun, dun.
over.
yes.
Rad walks over and they say that they're sorry and I almost stab him. In
As
the
you
throat.
approach, you hear some scrabbling from the stairs above. Father Donovic rushes down the stairs to meet you.
Stop! Please! No! He's my son!
He attempts to pull Fossil off of Daru.
You don't understand. I'm doing everything I can. Do not do this.
Rad just screams like, "You were starving him! That's a fate worse than death!"
And let
And-
someone else die every night for him
I
for
think it
this
might cut out
thing?
there.
For me or for Rat?
Hello?
Hello?
Did I get disconnected?
I think
I-
so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, maybe you did? Because I see me
Hello?
talking.
Heyo.
Coco, can you hear us?
Okay, yeah, I'm not hearing anybody now. I see you guys pinging on the Discord, but it's just complete silence for me.
Try to reset Coco.
You
You
cannot
can't
us.
hear that!
Oh shit, there, right?
Hold up. Let me double check my headset.
Maybe somebody.
No?
Uh,
like,
I
I'm
take
gonna
it
leave the
on,
voice chat and jump back in.
Discord.
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious.
Nope, same thing. I see you guys light up, but it's
Classic.
still quiet for me.
Can you hear us now, Coco?
Uh,
I'll take this as a
go to
no.
my video settings.
StarCraft 2 is better than Warhammer. You cannot hear us.
Coco!
Okay.
Nope, still nothing.
Go go.
Man, we have such an emotional moment too. Son of a bitch.
I have no
Cuculito.
idea why everybody just kind of cut out there.
Bonito.
Pretty sure I'm still
Bonito.
streaming. Flame Zedluz is still talking to me.
Bonito.
Which, by the way, thank you for the follow.
Bonito.
Thank you for the follow.
Bonito.
The thing is,
My
we
annoying
can hear the voices on Glimesh and
No, I
D-Life of
still
us.
cannot hear you, Ren.
Wait, you
And I
can't
don't
hear
know
me?
why.
Okay, wait. How about we all disconnect and come back?
Maybe that's
that
something to do
shouldn't
with
do
Roll20. I'm
anything?
going to jump out of Roll20 real quick.
It should just be Coco on Discord.
Coco.
Nope, that wasn't taking over the mic. I'm still not hearing you guys.
Fuck.
Okay, Caramel says she could hear me.
Let's see here.
Wait, can stream people?
Alright. I am going to... Wait, is my mic not working either? Okay, now my thing's lighting up.
Well, if anyone can hear us besides Coco, excuse us for just a minute. Technical difficulties.
Okay, somebody try talking now. Oh, yeah, for some reason my Discord just muted itself. Okay, so... Yeah, I'm good now. Sorry to break the mood, but the last thing I heard before it muted itself was Rat saying, like, you were starving him, that's a fate worse. And then it just kind of stopped right there. No, you have to be the chest. You gotta hit the heart. As part of your race, you would know you need to hit the heart. Okay. Okay, well, so guys, for some reason you are not being heard on the stream anymore. Okay, try saying something now.
Testing, testing.
Hold up, hold up. Okay, I gotta turn that off because you guys are way too loud now. I'm sorry, Flame, I'm sorry. Sometimes I need to add a gain. Sometimes I need to remove the gain. The OBS is very finicky with that. Apparently, I needed to remove it there.
Coco is a professional.
Sorry, Flame. Zalus.
Flame is a very nice penguin, and you should all say hello to them.
All right.
What?
So, take 3. Rin.
Yeah.
Okay. You're a starvetum. That is a fate worst
Than death. You were a monster yourself, and I tried to jam the silvered short sword into Duru's heart.
I will give you the choice of acrobatics or athletics, whichever you choose, as a check. If you beat a 15 on either of them, you will succeed.
God damn it.
What was that noise?
Yeah, what was that noise? That's terrifying.
It was an amazing noise, that's what it was.
I never heard that noise coming from you, and I'm very curious why.
I was entertained by it, I don't know about you guys. Alright, Rat, you attempt to stab the silvered sword, but... No, we're not gonna do that. You awkwardly stab into the dirt besides Daru. The wrestling of Father Donovic and Fossil seems to have gotten in the way.
He is my son. Please, leave him be. Leave this place.
Daru appears to be getting slightly more, well, significantly more agitated and losing his senses once more.
Sullivan, it's your turn, I think.
Yep, we're not going initiative anymore. That combat has ended, but Sullivan? Actually, no, Fossil. Wait, no, Fossil went up, so yes, Sullivan, it is now your turn with this.
At this point, I don't believe it is for us to say. Let us all retreat and get out of here. This is the father's mess to clean up.
Brad just looks over and says, "We can't leave him like this. You don't know what it feels like." puppy eyes. Puppy
Fossil.
dog eyes.
Fossil, take the
Donovic's
father
still trying
upstairs.
to push Fossil away to get to his son.
Okay.
I'll tell you anything you wish to know. Just please leave us.
How did he change?
Do you wish to know the truth of this place? Do you
Yes.
wish to know? Please.
Yes.
Irina, she is not the natural daughter of the burgomaster.
Hold it.
She
Maybe
was
she was
found
adopted.
when she was a baby. Kolyan found her at the edge of the woods. She was but a girl then. She had no memory of her past. Kolyan adopted her as if he was his own. I know more. This place. Wait until nightfall. Stay. Watch. Every night at midnight, the spirits of the dead rise to go and face Strahd over and over endlessly. You will see this for yourself. You will see the futility of trying to kill him. None can do so. Not me.
Yeah.
Not my son. Not you.
I'm going over my item list real quick.
Fossil, do you continue to resist Donovic, or do you let him get in between you two?
I'm thinking.
Okay, I'm gonna do an Arcana check here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you know what my race is.
I do, and I'm not saying.
Okay, so I'm just going based off other games because I don't know if it's ever really been established in 5th edition. It might have been. If it has, I don't know if it has.
Mm-hmm.
But am I immune, to my knowledge, to vampirism?
Yes.
Yeah.
To be clear, none of you guys know that. That's metagaming. That's just a player thing right now.
Okay.
Well, my character would know because my character knows what Sullivan is.
Okay, valid. So Fossil, you would not know that.
Okay. Sullivan's going to roll up his sleeve, cut himself, and offer the wound to what's his name? I forget his name.
Donovan. Oh, sorry, Daru.
Daru. Now I don't know what my blood would do to him, but it might help him a little bit at least.
Are you sure that's what you want to do?
I'm still holding his head, and I just look at you questioningly.
There's
Even
a chance.
that's like, bro.
You
Donovan
with a face
appears
of like, and you call me stupid.
I think that is something Sullivan would do, but I'm just questioning, is that what you wish to do?
Now here's the thing, because he's about to go berserk.
You can assume that.
Yeah, like it looks like he's going nuts. Even Rat confirmed that the blood that they gave him wasn't going to last, and I assume that's because of what Rat is. The father seems to be very he seems to have information that could really be useful for us. He seems to be an asset. So I think as long as we keep the son calm for now, we might be able to get some use out of this guy. The problem is we need to give this guy blood, and there's very few options here.
Your blood, though, is the problem.
That's the thing. I don't know what my blood will do.
Let's do your favorite, high or low.
Oh, high. Give it to me high.
Give it to you high. All right, here we go.
Woo! You lucky bitch.
Daru gratefully accepts your blood and begins to greedily circuit your arm. Donovic appears horrified, but quiets, as Daru for once is not screaming.
Okay, before I get to the point where I'm feeling lightheaded, I'm going to try to tug away. It's like, oh, all right, that's enough for now.
Daru greedily licks his lips, but sits there clear-eyed.
Guess I could just kind of like put a handkerchief around the wound and roll up my sleeve again.
I will have you suffer 1 point of damage, Sullivan.
All right.
Daru appears to be quieted for now, and Donovic stares at you in abject. You don't know, a mixture of disgust and horror, but at the same time, grateful.
You starved him for a year, which, as my companion here said, is a horrific thing to do. I empathize with you, not wanting to destroy him, but nonetheless, you are hurting him.
Hurting him? Think of what he would do to others, adventurer.
So, kind of looking over at Donovan and trying to like lean in a little bit to the father, not saying it too loudly, and say like, his life is suffering as it is. Either you end it and give him peace, or you let him live and suffer. Those are the two options you are granted.
He is not living, sir. I understand your point, but you do not understand mine. He is my son.
Exactly.
Every
You're
night
hurting your
I
son.
have to relive this.
But you're hurting your son.
Also just looks at him now and says like, the pain of just letting your son suffer every night will become greater than his death.
Brad just pats Duru's head.
Every night him suffering.
Every night he does not get to feed is a night he suffers. His hunger will
Every
grow.
night.
He will get more pain. Day in, day out, if you keep him here.
That is not his suffering. That is mine. I have not left this place, not once, for a year. Every night I'm the one who suffers. I'm the one who keeps this town safe. Not you. Donovan appears to try and push past you and go to comfort his son, hold him in his arms.
I will let him through.
We still need the priest, you guys.
Donovan holds his boy in his arms. Daru seems clear-headed.
I trust that your goal is the same as mine. To see the end of the devil. Is that not so?
It is.
We battle against him if that's what you want.
He's an asshole.
Possible. That was my goal too. I believed in the Mad Mage. I believed we could kill the devil himself, and I was wrong.
Wait, you trusted someone called the Bad Mage?
The Mad Mage.
You trusted someone called the Mad Mage?
Yeah,
I
that's
would have.
yeah.
That was the name given to him after his failure. You don't understand. Hope is scarce. Hope is nothing yet. And when someone comes to you and offers you a promise, you take it. What else do we have? You yourself are looking to kill him, are you not? You yourself trust Ismark the Lesson? And you mock me.
There's something really snarky I want to say, but that's me, the player, wanting to say this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm genuinely curious.
No, it's no. Sullivan's not going to go there.
Fair enough. Father Donovan looks back and says,
Heroes, may I offer you something? Stay with me tonight, and I shall show you
the price of Stradh,
the price of facing him.
and what faces you.
Unfortunately, we already have a battle we need to take care of tonight.
Is that so? I do believe that you're still quite preoccupied with burying the Baron, are you not?
It's a busy day for us.
Very well.
Multitasking.
We shall see how long this test takes you, and I am quite concerned that Irina will not wish to leave him without final burial rites. Is that correct?
We can find a book. Yeah.
Right. I wasn't able to hear that, Cranky.
We will be able to find a book to do proper burial rites.
Yes, but what about the priest to deliver them? He says
Yeah.
with steel in his eyes.
That we don't have a cleric with us.
Donovan smiles at you.
I have buried many people in my life. I think I know how to say the proper goodbyes.
You do not know the rights of this place. Stay. One night, you do not even need to stay the night if you wish. Come midnight, I will show you what it is to be Barovian.
Rat disengages and walks away.
Very well. Do the rights, and we'll see about arriving tonight.
You shall understand soon. Donovic embraces his son once more and sits in silence.
Rat is gonna walk up the stairs.
Up,
They're done with this.
Fossil, can you? This weeds. This,
I was dragged away. Fuck.
I'll put you back in there. There you go. As you
Okay,
arrive at
guys.
the top of the stairs, you see Cerelia's character standing in the doorway. He picking his
guys.
fingernails with a dagger.
Guys, can
Smirking
we
at you.
maybe like close the lid and use the shovel to keep it closed? Maybe.
Tempting, Fossil, but we are going to need a father. He is a valuable asset.
Let's go to town. And we saw a family that had a cat. Somebody has to be the father of that cat.
Whoa, major deja vu here. Jeez.
We'll wait for the priest to escape, or to exit, and we'll be sure to shut it.
Okay, now we need the priest and now we need the father. Why do we need the father?
The priest is the father.
Yeah, well, duh, he has a son.
Swear all that dirt totally messed up your brain cells.
It's,
What are brain cells?
Exactly.
hey, Fossil, I believe I saw something shiny outside the door.
Not easily distracted. Good try, though. I will admit that.
Fucking hilarious.
Fucking hell.
Well played, Sullivan. All right. As you enter back up above, Cerelia's character allows you to pass through the doorway. You do not see any sign of Ismark or Irina.
I'm gonna wait for the priest to get out before I leave this room.
Fair enough. What does everyone else wish to do? Rin?
Well, I'm
Frankie?
gonna go outside to find Ismard and the girl.
All right.
Yeah, where are they actually burying him?
You do know that the burial plot is behind the missionary.
Oh, there they are. Found them.
The two solemnly are digging a grave for the casket.
Rat helps.
Can I help them with my shovel?
You may.
Okay,
All right.
let's go.
Sullivan, you notice that Father Donovic enters out of the gosh darn it, what's that word called? I just called the basement. Out of the basement and shuts
cellar?
the door behind him.
Right? How does he lock it? Because the lock's broken.
He notices that, but makes no motion towards it now.
Do I have something in my pocket that can help out?
Father Donovic looks at the broken chains before him and attempts to feebly tie them around.
I offer a throwing knife, so we could use it to like lock into the chain links.
Father Donovan gratefully accepts it wordlessly and stabs it into the wood between both links.
Okay.
Morning Lord is grateful, he says.
Yes. Now.
I believe that your friends outside, adventurer. Shall we meet them?
Let's.
All right, so
Let's go around. While they're digging, wow, Defosse got here before me.
he's fast.
Uh, like I do want to offer to put in like Sullivan reaches into his pack and wrapped in another handkerchief because apparently we haven't discussed this, but he seems to have an infinite number of handkerchiefs. Is a piece of what was Aurelia's previous character?
Double knee.
He has a piece of double knees shell, and he's Sullivan asked if he could add this to the plot to bury their fallen companion.
Father Donovic appears bemused, but allows it. I'm afraid I don't have anything much, but find any plot of land here you like, and we shall see to it.
All right, so yeah, he does that.
All right. Father Donovic waits for you to finish the shell and bury it, and performs some simple rites over the corpse. A friend of yours, I assume? He says.
Yes, one of our traveling companions.
We seem to be short on this. May his soul find peace, assuming he has one, of course. As Donovan sprinkles the final dirt on it and walks away.
All right, and Sullivan's going to return to the rest of the group.
As you return, the casket has been lowered into the ground. Everyone's standing in a circle around it. Here lies Kolyan, burgomaster of Barovia. His time here is short. However, may his spirit find respite and eventually escape from this cursed land. Does anyone have any final words? He says. Irina and Ismark appear to offer nothing other than sad stares. Very well. Dust to dust. Ancient rites, language, blah blah blah. Bury him at once and see him off to a better place.
And Hopper rides my ass.
That sounded pretty legit to me. Blah blah blah, yada
Yeah,
yada.
shooting from my hip here, I normally would have written out a long, flowery speech. But, time.
Okay, also I have set better rights. And also just starts walking towards the front entrance again.
Your little girl appears to be lacking in manners, sir.
She's quite the free spirit. We wait, what's the word I used before?
Humor her.
Yeah, we humor her. Just let her be.
I understand children are difficult, aren't they?
She's 40.
Oh, only physically, Rat.
Okay.
Promised heroes, I shall give you sanctuary in the sacred ground. Strahd and his minions appear not to be able to pass through here. Join me inside until nighttime, won't you?
How old do Earth Canasis get? I need to quickly check this.
I think a couple 100 years old or something. And
Oh, what are you looking at?
And
get,
Donovic heads back inside the chapel. Irina and Ismark follow him as well.
Oh, he teleported again.
Oh, they get up to 120 years. Okay, good to know.
The two sit in one of the broken pews as Father Donovic sits at the altar before him. Night slowly begins to fade.
Is there anything you wish to know, heroes? I'm a man of my word.
We would like to know what is the most like among Strahd's spies. Do you know the best way to spot them?
Donovic winces at the mention of Strahd's name, but continues.
I wish I could offer you that information. Unfortunately, it is difficult to tell. You cannot trust anyone or anything as Strahd's greatest strength
is subtlety. You could be a spy for all I know. However, I do know one thing. Strahd may not enter any place where he has not yet been invited. Unfortunately, that does not apply to some of his greatest spies of all, the Vistani. They travel where they wish.
Hmm. What are those then?
The Vistani are traveling folk like your friend here, as he points towards Relia's character. Not all are spies of Strahd. Some are liberators, some conquerors. However, they possess the ability to travel through the mists. Oftentimes, they bring back people like you.
Fucker.
No doubt, fuel for Strahd's sick games.
Hmm. Like, I wish Al was as smart as Sullivan is, because I'm sure he'll come up with more questions.
Yeah.
If you don't have any, we can continue.
Um,
And just in case you wonder, we are almost near the end, so don't worry. I'm keeping an eye on the time for you Europeans.
It's not too bad for me.
right, so presently, I don't have any questions. Like, there isn't anything I want to know that I don't already know.
Father Donovic will assume that you asked a certain number of questions before continuing on. I know you are travelers from another world. I do not pretend to understand such things. None can understand the will of the Morning Lord himself. However, there is something you may not know, and that is Barovians are of a unique sort. You may have noticed the listless glares, the simple nature of some, yes?
I've noticed.
Mm-hmm.
Barovians do not always have souls, you see. It is my job to ferry the souls from one body to the next. The body may rot, the soul does not. Each soul, once granted life, takes another on its passing. But there are just never enough souls to go around. Those who do not get them cannot be saved. They have no will, they know nothing but fear. And sometimes Strahd remembers the soul, even though it inhabits a different body, he says as he looks at Ismark and Irina.
Is that why the hag seems to be stealing souls?
A hag, you say? In our town?
Yeah.
Well, it is not of much of a surprise. Hags seem to trade in souls, but I don't know what links to the underworld, the quite literal underworld this devil might have.
Adanovic appears troubled. That hags have things really gotten so bad that they may breach our borders. No, we have
We
not
haven't been
seen their
outside
like.
for a year, so there's that.
I I see. Thank you for letting me know. The hags, we had driven them back to the windmills, the old bone grinder they call it. I was not aware that they were here now. This is dire news indeed. When did you last see this hag?
This morning.
Father Donovic appears to be shocked and sits back and thinks upon it. And
Can I maybe do something while they're talking?
absolutely,
Can I look for sand?
you may
Okay.
give me. All right. Do high or low.
Hi.
Oh, all right. Hold on a second. What purity of sand do you need?
Uh, Let me quickly
Like
look
just
if
regular garbage sand or something really
uh,
nice?
let me see where is the components thing. Uh, a few grains of sand. That's all I need.
Oh, you find it. It's just lying around.
Yeah, it's not like I'm looking for its purity. It's like I just want a handful.
Yeah, if it's just like regular sand, dirt sand, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you find it.
Okay. Yay.
Perfect. So Donovic, upon hearing about the hag, knows that Irina has been trying to escape. He sees with Ismark and Irina. The time is of the essence. You must get her out. This
Strahd. I know that he's been assailing their house for quite some time, but I have not seen it myself. Word still travels here, even though there aren't many of us remaining. You must escape now. You must find a way to Valkyrie. That is the only place left with walls high enough to keep out the devil himself.
Do you know of any other resistances against him?
I do not. Only that his spies are everywhere. Travel during the day. His spies are less apt to find you then. However, you do not know which eyes you will find staring up beneath you. Animal, beast, human, stone even. All are Strahd's purview.
Hmm. Do you know what it is that Strahd desires the most?
Father Donovic nods slightly and then shifts his eyes at the siblings.
When Solomon says his next line, it's like both to the father and to the siblings. It's like, what is it that's so special about you two?
The two appeared to not really be listening to his conversation and look up at you questioningly. What is that, hero?
Why is Strahd so interested in you two?
In us, Ismark says. No, it's my sister. Me, I believe I'm just in his way. He appears to desire my sister for some reason. I am not entirely certain. Irina just stares off into nothing.
Insight. Damn it.
You would know that Ismark is telling as much of the truth as he's able to.
Irina, if I may, do you know of your... Well, you don't appear to be, or rather have much of any resemblance to Ismark. Are you adopted?
I have never asked specifically, but I assume so, yes. I do not know the details of my birth, only that I've always been here. Ismark seems to be uncomfortable and shifts in his seat.
Based on
Well,
her,
somebody knows.
like based on her look, can we tell like what kind of nationality or what region of the world she might be from?
Not necessarily, just because everyone seems to be quite mixed here. All you know is that she looks nothing like Ismark and the late Baron.
Hmm.
He does not appear to really notice. Or to make a big deal out of it, I should say. I would tell you if I knew more, heroes. Unfortunately, those secrets went to the grave with my father. All I know is I am a daughter of Barovia.
Right. Yeah, I can't think of any other questions. Like I do have a few for Muzeta, or however you say Sorelli's character's name.
Oh yeah, I can't pronounce that, so go for it.
Nope.
I will roleplay him as best as I can, because I helped him make the character.
Yeah. Muzeta. So I'm told that the Viscani are able to move through the mist. Is this something you're capable of?
He nods and smiles at you. I'm a guide, am I not?
Would you be able to take Irina and us through these mist?
Mazetta looks for a second and says, no. I can remove people to the mist, but not from them. I can, however, grant you safe passage through any Vistani camp. The Vistani are people of Stradh, yes, but not all of us fight for him.
And where are the safest camps, the Vistani camps that we're able to go to? Perhaps between from here to, and I forget the name of the other city?
Valkyrie.
Valkyrie. Or perhaps between here and a city in the opposite direction.
He moves up towards you and sits down. The stair falls to the west. My Madame Eva is there. She will know more. I am but a servant, you see, a humble guide.
Which direction is the main city we want to go to?
West. Valkyrie lies very far to the west, several days' journey, if not weeks. Stair Falls is not much further from here. Yeah, people are suspicious of my own folk, you see, so it is wise to stay in caravans outside of town.
Hmm. Yep, I don't have anything else.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Father Donovic looks outside the windows and motions to you. It begins, heroes! As I've said, you shall now see the horrors of Strahd's influence upon this world, and beckons you all to the windows to look outside into the crypts. So as characters move, Ismark and Irina stay close to the pews. I wish I had an image prepared for this, but I don't. But outside, you see a ghostly procession. I'm thinking where they had a much better writing of it than I did.
I was expecting a CGI cutscene here.
Yeah.
I'm very disappointed.
Eerie light suffuses the graveyard. From this light emerges a ghostly procession. Wavering images of dowdy women toting great swords, wood-wise men with slender bows, dwarves with axes, and archaically dressed mages. All these and more march forth from the graveyard, their numbers growing by the second. The ghostly adventurers travel up the path one by one towards the castle Ravenloft in a long, almost river of souls. Donovic stares at them sadly. Every night at midnight, this happens. Every night. Girded for battle, they head for the castle Ravenloft to take down the devil himself as they did in life, and every night they fail. Once more, living their deaths, their failures, and their horrors before returning here in shame. Endlessly. This is the fate of those who betray Strahd. This was the fate of my son. His soul is out there, you see. Sometimes I think I see him, but his body remains below. And that is why he is not my son any longer, except in form. Will you find yourselves added to this procession, heroes?
Hmm.
That dopamine? No, never mind. Just kidding.
I was about to make that joke
You see
too.
a turtle. You see a turtle spirit walking up there with them, somehow really fast, aggroing all the monsters on the way.
Well, we're gonna try not to, but who the fuck knows?
If you don't see him as your son anymore, why keep him alive?
Part of me knows that there is no hope, but the Morning Lord teaches us that someday the sun will rise again. Someday. And I hope on that day my Daru remains here and I will see him again. I do not know when that time will come, heroes. I do not know if it ever will, but every day the Morning Lord is with us. There's one more chance.
So in simple terms, you have hope.
Oops.
Rat!
Daru
Rat!
Donovic smiles back at you slightly. Heroes, I cannot offer you much in accommodations, but this building is safe. Choose anywhere you like, and stay the night with me if you will. Head out in the morning, wherever you wish. It is too dangerous to travel at night.
I'm seeing some bushes here outside. Can I just snuggle in there?
Do you
Rat
dig
just
a hole?
dropped dead into the bed. Rat doesn't give a shit.
That's my bed, you damn dirty rat.
You said anywhere.
Donovan grumbles and goes to sit in his office.
You did say anywhere.
Sorelia,
Oh.
being Sorelia, proudly sneaks around the altar looking for things to steal and falls asleep on top of it. Alright, Sullivan, what do you do?
Ismark, you told me you could get us a couple of carriages, and you had other friends to help. Is that true?
I will confess, hero, I thought I had more than I did. And there were complications. But I was not lying when I said I have friends here. That is you.
Sullivan tries really hard not rolling his eyes.
Brad does roll his eye. Their eyes.
I'm glad that that fossil is just outside, to be honest, and did not hear that.
What
That
of
was good.
what of a carriage? Or are we traveling on foot?
I know I can procure a carriage, however, the problem is, I'm not sure how subtle that would be.
Well,
The carriage is of a rather gilded ascent. It's the Burgomaster's seal upon it, and as you can see now, the Burgomaster is no more.
well,
That would be known to Strahd.
Who's the
then,
Burgomaster?
then that works.
The guy we just buried.
That works to our advantage.
For some reason I understood Burgomaster.
Yep, it's a weird term that they use. I don't know
No,
why.
like a burger master.
Oh yeah, Burgomaster.
That's what I heard, so I was questioning, like, who the fuck is that?
Oh, that sounds fun.
He attacks with Big Macs.
Yeah, rabble rabble.
Why Big Macs? We're not sponsored.
I can get you my father's carriage. If you desire, I shall return to the mansion and bring it back in the morning.
Now, I discussed this idea of a plan with the rest of the group in Irina. Rat is fairly adept at creating disguises, and seeing as how they are of a similar build to your sister, Rat will disguise themselves as her, and her as them. Rat and Musetta will go out in the carriage in the opposite direction. Travel for perhaps a third of the day before abandoning the carriage and doubling back to meet us as we travel to I keep forgetting the name of the town.
Valkyrie.
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 So if there are any spies looking out for Irina, they'll be looking in the opposite direction.
If Ryan
Irina-
gets killed, I'm gonna be so mad.
Irina seems to find amusement in this. But wouldn't they notice someone traveling back upon the road?
Not if they.
I see your point,
Only
however-
if they stay off the road. Rat is very adept within the wilderness. That's why I chose Rat for this mission, and Musetta
Oi.
knows the area, which is why I chose him for this as well. I would assume that if they stay off the road, away from any prying eyes, they'll be able to make it back to us.
Hard for me to assume too much, but that is an awful lot of trust to place in your friend over there, as she points to Sorelia's character.
Yeah, I
I'm-
wouldn't really call him friend.
I feel as if staying together would be more beneficial. However, I will acquiesce to your idea, as I do find it amusing.
Well, we're open to any other suggestions you might have.
Suggestions, all I can think of is speed. Perhaps the Vistani, as he says, will shelter us. Strahd would not harm those of the Vistani. I do not know their ancient pact, but they seem to never go at one another. A mutual respect, if you will.
Now, a quick question,
If we can
Caramel.
find...
Now, this is a little bit of metagaming, but are you trying to keep the party from splitting right now?
Yes. Your absolute rule. I will do it. Like this is 100% player Caramel talking. I will do it. I can come up with a plan, but your rule: never split the party.
Well, there's some instances where it could work out, but that's up to you.
If you want to, I will find a way.
If you don't want us to split the party, then we could just Does not do this
It's
plan.
just because I know some of the things that could happen without giving it there, and also it's splitting the party that much is a disconnect. So that's the only problem. Like, you guys can go wherever you want, and I will split the party. However, Irina also would truly believe staying together is the better option. But I will say, confess, yes, that's me, the player, saying, splitting the party might be tough, but I'll do it if you want.
All right, how about this? Ismark, do you happen to have a scroll of Unseen Servant?
One second. Luckily, I always roll low. Ismark reaches into his pocket and procures one. Why, yes, it's a family secret.
Well, then in this case, we can use this spell. Give the simple command to the servant to ride the carriage, but before then, Red will use a disguise kit to disguise the servant, cloaked with a slight appearance to Arena, traveling in the opposite direction. And it will travel for 8 hours in that direction.
Ismark thinks for a second and says, why, we would need some sort of skull-shaped item for that to happen. Don't you think?
Fossil?
Yeah.
I think we found a use for your skull and your stick.
Yes.
And it'll be very important to this mission.
Yeah.
In fact, one of the most important parts of the mission.
Oh my.
I'll use a scroll, cast an Unseen Servant, which will use the skull and your stick. In the combination of a cloak we'll procure to disguise it as Arena and lead the spies away from us. But this does mean you will lose the skull and the stick.
I'm fine with it.
Excellent. You're an MVP, Fossil.
Then it sounds as if it's decided. Very clever plan, sir. See, we wrapped it up nicely.
No, don't split the party.
Hey, you said it. And like I said, I can't do it, but I can't be held responsible for what will happen.
Alright, Rat, you'll be safe now.
Okay.
I also pull out the handkerchief I got from Coco's characters earlier and basically be like, you can also cover up the skull's face.
Excellent idea.
Nice.
Irina, I look nothing like that. Those are way too angry of eyes.
They're spooky eyes. For intimidation.
I imagine Fossil saying it exactly like that.
Oh yeah.
Well, as I said,
Then it is settled.
Fossil's very adept with the disguise kit. I'm sure they'll find something they could use.
So fucking good. Very well, heroes. Excellent plan. I shall return to the mansion and procure the carriage. I recommend all of you stay here, as outside at night I am known and will not be harmed. Irina shall stay here with you in your protection. Is that agreeable?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Very well. Good night, adventurers. And Ismark heads out the building and rushes down the path into darkness. All right. Anyone else? Irina goes and sits in the corner of the pew and wraps the cloak around herself.
I guess
Just chilling in her-
Cragmar will chill out on this pew and try to get some sleep. Not Cragmar,
Cragmar.
Sullivan. Sorry, I really want to play Cragmar.
No.
In fact, I
Sullivan's close.
started replaying Sword Coast Legends just so I can make Cragmar.
That's so funny. All right. Does anyone have anything else?
Fossil?
Mhm.
All right. Well, assume you want to go dig a hole outside and rest in the bushes, Fossil.
Yeah.
Very well.
Yeah.
As you drift off to sleep, the dark approaches around you, illuminated through the cracks in the windows and the wooden floorboards only by the soft sound of ghostly marching outside, the glow coming through. You know the spirits before them have a long journey, as do you. hopefully yours will be more successful, you think, as you each drift off to sleep. And scene.
All right.
And that is it for this week, everybody.
Nice.
Okay.
Flame Zelus would like to know if the ghosts were singing "Be a Man," from the Mulan.
If any of you have seen the old Rankin and Bass cartoon, they were singing that one. Where there's a whip,
There's a way. Where
Where there's a whip, there's a way.
I grew up watching
We
those
don't
movies.
want a day, but the Lord of the
Now you're
Wax.
just making yourself feel old, Caramel. Just no.
He knows it, so I know it too, because we're old people.
Yeah, I'm going to be
Still
42
stands.
in a few months.
Oh, Jesus. Odd.
All right, well,
But
thank
yes.
No, that was pretty good.
That actually went surprisingly farther than I thought. Thank you so much, everybody.
Now, hopefully we could get Zombie Girl in for next time. I know she really wants to play. But I
That
don't know,
would be a perfect time.
Yeah, because would you allow her to transfer her Tiefling character or Tiefling Rogue over? Or make a
I
brand new
talked to
character?
her about that in length a couple weeks ago. Yes, I would, but she would be at a severe disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
So I would allow her to change everything, or to transfer all the stats and pick a different race, if that would make it easier for her. Obviously she'd lose flying and etc., etc. But being a tiefling here is possible. Just none of the Barovians would trust her.
Yeah, unless she had a... Wait, does that character have a disguise self spell?
I don't know.
I need to double check that character because I think she might. If she does, then that might work.
But yes, I would absolutely allow that.
But on Cranky, at the beginning when we're doing the recap, and Caramel's going over somebody's character getting killed by Strahd. I just want to go over that scene because this is what was going through my head.
Hey, hold on for our audience. I think it's just you, Flame, who's listening. Strahd appeared and was having a very hammy moment, talking trash to the characters, and Fossil, Cranky's character, was talking trash right back to him, who then reduced him to 1 hit point with a snap of his fingers, proceeded to talk more trash, which killed his character. Then, while standing on top of Fossil's corpse, who pretty much just would not submit, was raised back to life. So, there you go, Coco. Go for it.
Yeah, it's like the way I'm seeing it, like Fossil, it's like Strahd's like, don't do it, and it's like Fossil's like, bet you won't. Then bam, 1 hit point. It's like, bet you won't do it again, and then bam, 0 hit points. Then we bring Fossil back, and then then we bring Fossil back, and bet you won't do it again. That's when I guess like Fossil, don't say it. Don't.
Yeah, shut up, Fossil. He's already dead.
And this is what I meant when I said I was getting dragon flashbacks. It's a while ago.
Yeah.
We're playing the Out of the Abyss game, where I was the dungeon master, and they met up with a dragon sitting on a gold pile, and Cranky's character's like, "Oh, I want to walk up and hug the gold pile," and I'm saying like, "Well, the dragon sees you approach and growls and taps his claws, clearly not wanting you to move any closer." And while I'm saying this, Green's like, "Yeah, I hugged the gold pile." It's like, just so we're clear, dragons doesn't seem to be happy if you're getting closer. Yeah, I'm gonna hug the gold pile. All right, dragons breathe fire on you. Like, wait, he did what? Yeah, he breathes fire on you.
I got 69
69
damage.
hit points.
Instant death.
69 freaking hit points.
And that's what I was thinking. Like when Fossil was like talking smack to Strahd, it's like, it's a red dragon moment. Fossil's gonna burst into flames. Thankfully, Caramel didn't go that far.
I was tempted to, but because Strahd's magic doesn't really exist in most realms, I can do whatever the hell I want. So I was just like, I'm not gonna teach him a lesson, and then kept doing it. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, what do I do now? Oh, that was fucking classic.
Yeah, those are the kind of scenes you make comics out of.
I really
But-
wish I would have made a scene out of that one.
But really, nothing tops Alright guys, you make it to the ruins and you see the two dwarves you were sent to rescue. I shoot an arrow at the dwarf. It's like, wait, what? Yeah, I'm going to shoot an arrow at him. I want to interrogate him. It's like, okay, just to be clear, these are the dwarves that you're sent to rescue as part of your quest. Yeah, I'm going to shoot him. It's like, okay. He rode. Like, oh, 10 points. Yeah, you killed him. It's like, wait, what? Yeah, you only have 4 hit points. I didn't think he was going to die.
What did he think was gonna happen? Oh, and then the fucking stealing the dwarf's sword right out from under him, or trying to, and then trying to sell it back to him, and then landing us all in prison.
There's one benefit of having Australia in our group. I sometimes feel like I'm doing stupid stuff. But to be honest, the bar has been lowered by somebody else.
Sor absolutely has the most insane moves ever, so I'm disappointed we didn't get any of those today. But new character, first time, so we'll see what happens.
Oh, Cameron, I think you missed this one shot that we did, where Cranky, Rin, and Cerilia's character were playing. Yeah, this is the one shot we're doing where Cranky, you, and Cerelia were playing soldiers in the military, and Rin's character was the commander of the force. So they were called into the general's office for their next mission, and Cerelia's like, I want to sneak around the desk. Wait, what? He's looking right at you. He's giving you a brief. And he's like, yeah, I want to sneak around the desk, see what's there to steal.
Yeah, always plays characters that want to just steal stuff.
Yeah, it's like, I'm going to steal that dwarf's life with this arrow.
Why can't it ever be steal their heart with love or something? I don't know, something nice. It's always this, and I can't tell you what traits we rolled for his character. Obviously, you know what they are because it's Aurelia. But every time we rolled a trait, Sora, to his credit, sticks with it by the book. And I'm just like shaking my head and wanting to close the player's menu. Like, Jesus Christ, why do you keep doing this to me, book? Why?
Okay. Now, Flame Zetus, Zealous, I assume there's a friend of yours, Caramel, saying that keeps...
they are very nice.
That keeps getting it keeps getting themselves and Rin mixed up whenever I talk about Rin. And saying that you could clarify that. What is Flame
Like I said,
Zealous?
one is a human, one is a penguin. That's how you differentiate.
That doesn't help at all.
Yes, it does. It's like I said, one's a human, one's a
I
penguin.
keep thinking you're
which.
talking to me when you say Rin. CC can clarify if you need.
Their name is Rin.
Oh.
R-Y.
Name Twin!
Not spelled the same, but that's their name.
I don't care! It's a name twin!
Well, actually, Rin, a good choice. Oh god, now I'm confused. God damn it. Okay, Penguin, would you like to actually join the server? If you like, we always looking for more members of the crew.
Please! I like a name twin! Now we can fuck up people together! The Chocorito! Disco server.
It's my stream. Yeah, it's my streaming server. Caramel is one of the mods on there, so she could definitely get you a link if you wanted to join. In fact, since you're watching me on Glimesh, if you scroll down, there should be a link to my Discord down there.
I said disco server. I should go to bed.
You said disco server?
Yes.
Disco Inferno.
Well, it is getting late. I got Celia's mother is going to be visiting soon, so I got to tidy up the apartment more.
Oh, Gemfire, she's awesome. I love her. Tell her I said hi.
Do the same because Ren is visiting tomorrow.
Yeah.
So.
And I wanted to make sure that we end earlier than we normally do, so it's not super late for you guys.
Yes.
And I ran out of material, so there's that.
It's almost 12 at night for me, so.
And so you guys know
2
tomorrow.
minutes before midnight.
Tomorrow's Monday event on Discord, I'm going to cancel. A lot of people have been busy lately on the Mondays, and so we haven't been able to do the event. So, till further notice, the Monday events are going to be canceled until we're able to get more interest into it.
Yeah, that's fine. I've been working a lot more on Mondays so that I can have my weekends free.
Right. So thank you everybody for showing up. Thank you, Flame Zealous. Thank you for the follow. Hope to see you in the Discord. And everybody, thanks.
Thanks everybody. Have a good one.
Later.
Bye!
Bye.
Goodbye.